out. It's chilly. I'm not wearing a top. Oh, wait, I'm not the one stuck in the snow. Hello, you best buddies. I gotta tell you, Tom and Zeus stuck in the snow. Okay, so you guys are best buddies, stuck in the snow. My bosom buddy, Ginger Lynn, and I were stuck in cold weather. I think we win that one. I got to tell you guys, I am honored that you shout me out on Loudcast, your amazing podcast. I think it's called the Kiss Podcast. I am going to look for it because I want to hear my name being shouted out. You guys are adorable. I'm sorry that you're stuck in the snow, but hey, at least you're together. You could think about me and get all warm and fuzzy. Oh my God, you guys are so fucking cute. Ginger and I got stuck. We can't get Southwest home to Vegas, so we're stuck in fucking where we went to go visit relatives for the holidays. It's crazy out there. Oh my God. But since you are Christy Canyon fans, then you totally get our era, which was the best era, wasn't it? Oh my God, you guys are absolutely so cute to shout me out. Loudcast. I think that's the name of your podcast, or it's called Kiss Podcast. You can edit out which one you want, and I give you permission to use it as a promo on your podcast. But send me what the name of your podcast is. I would love to listen to it. I'm telling you, podcasts are the wave of the future. Or is that wave already here? Okay, I'm a VHS baby, and I have a feeling you guys like VHS too. Technology is crazy. You guys are awesome. Have a wonderful new year and many kisses to both of you. Mwah. From your girl here, Christy Canyon. Bye, you guys.
Oh, boy. Here we go. This is Gene Simmons. Put that cookie down. Yes. Stop pressing the buttons. Star Simmons. Star? Stanley. Is that what he does? Stop shouting. My name is Farley. He's not what you would call a handsome man. Oh, no. Here come the kiss times. Is that a positive thing? Okay. All right. I'm gonna grab me an ice cold mellow yellow.
Why? Why do that to the fan?
Stop it. Why? Because fuck them. That's what I'm talking about. 617-525-08. You do? Hey, fucko. Do you like Kiss? Settle down.
We've been doing this now. We're on to season 5. And if I don't have my outline, I forget what I'm saying. So, yes, it's like Ron Burgundy right now, Tom. I think we open with, hello, hey, what's up there, Kiss Army? Tom and Zeus with another season and episode on Shout It Out Loudcast, episode 205, Kiss Exposed live commentary with Chris Jericho and PJ Farley. Woo! Season 5, Tom.
And what an intro to this episode. Christy Canyons.
Cannons.
I know, that should be her name.
Yes.
Christy Canyon, not really knowing what she's talking about. But the fact that our good friend Sonny got a Christy Canyon cameo, you can't really start off 2023 better than that. And then to kick it off with Jericho and Farley is just, so good.
So add her to the cameo of Peter North and
Lisa Sparks.
And Lisa Sparks. We got a trifecta.
The next thing we need to do is see if Jenna Jameson is around, but she's kind of not really into this anymore. She's on Twitter trying to make people forget who she is, kind of like Paul Stanley, trying to reinvent herself.
Oh, is she discussing? Oh, I saw this with Stanley Tucci making up pasta with peas.
Didn't you get double teamed by Peter North and Tom Byron? Nobody cares what you're tweeting about right now. All right.
Tom Byron with his tube socks up to his knees.
Tube sock Tom.
His awful fucking mullet that he had.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait,
What a way
didn't Tom Byron do a cameo for us too?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No, but he did do one of those new teeth. Who's this?
Well, like I always like to say, welcome new listeners. People are like, wait a minute, I thought this was a Kiss podcast. What has happened right now?
They're as confused as Christy Cannons, Tom.
Cannons.
But Tom, what a year last year was for Shout It Out Loudcast. We're into a new season 5. 5 years into this, Tom. We can make syndication now, I think.
Exactly. Yeah. TBS will be picking us up. That's right. Like we'll be like Seinfeld. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had some fun last week. We did the year in review, talked about all the episodes we did for Shout It Out Loudcast and also the year for Kiss.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a little bit of feedback, as we always do. We go backwards before we go forward. And before we go into our poll, let's give a warm shout out to our friend Tony Barone.
Yeah.
The tax man. And Tony and ABCPA Inc. needs to get some love from Shout It Out Loudcast. Hey, Loudcasters. ABCPA Inc. is an accounting firm located in the suburbs of Chicago that can assist you with all your accounting and tax needs. For businesses, they offer bookkeeping, financial statements, payroll processing, payroll tax returns, sales and tax returns, filing federal and state income tax returns, and help starting your own business as well. We've been talking about this for quite some time, that it's a new year coming up, and you want to get all that stuff done, bookkeeping, get on it now and go grab somebody like Tony. Enough of this H&R Block bullshit. Get somebody that's hands-on, small business, a loudcaster with over 30 years experience with this stuff. So for individuals, he can offer help with sole proprietorships, rental real estate, trust and state tax returns, and filing personal, federal, and state income tax returns. He has access to all 50 states, so no matter what state you're in, he can help you. So whether you're in the Christie Canyon of Arizona, the Grand Canyons,
or the dry patch of Jenna Jameson's Nevada. It's just dry. It's just like a desert.
Anyway.
Poor Tony.
Tony can help you no matter what state you're at. He can e-file for you. So, did you know, Kiss Army? If you own a business and employees have had a 20% reduction of revenue they did in 2019 due to COVID and state mandated shutdowns, you might be entitled to additional tax credits. And we all know who likes tax credits.
Me.
I also like wearing bad wigs, Phyllis Diller's clothes,
and my mask everywhere.
In Kiss Exposed and in the future as well. Follow Tony on Facebook and LinkedIn and visit them on their website, abcpainc.com. That's abcpainc.com. And you can email Tony specifically at tony@abcpainc.com. That's tony@abcpainc.com. Or you can call them 708-430-3232. 708-430-3232.
Yeah, ABCPA Inc.
So, Tom, we did a poll last week. How'd that go?
Yeah, so the question was, after the year in review for us and for Kiss, what would people like to see from Kiss in 2023? So the options were a new set list, the Netflix special that we've heard about, another new box set, or your Dubai DVD. Only 9% of these people have a sense of humor because only 9% voted for Dubai DVD. Everything else was pretty even. The Netflix special and the box set were exact at 29%. And then new set list was 33. So pretty much even across the board. I think most people think that none of them are going to happen. Let's see. Our buddy Nige, a Crazy Nights box set, which I know is never going to happen, but it's still more likely than a new set list or the miraculous appearance of the Dubai DVD. Our buddy Tony from Restrained. There's no point in voting for a new set list. A, it will never happen. B, I probably won't be seeing them again, much like those Dubai DVDs. Oh, God. Somebody named Darth Jar says, why isn't retirement an option? God, because they're not going to retire this year. We know it. Our buddy Eddie Trunk retweeted us saying, thanks for the induction into the Hall of Fame, guys. Seriously honored. Probably the only one I'll ever get into. So that was pretty cool to see that.
Yeah. What about our friend, Mr. Joey Casada?
What about him?
He's still bitching that he didn't get in.
He's never getting in. He's never. I will make it my life's mission to never allow him in.
You realize, Tom, he tried to bribe us with his Christmas gift this year.
That's the opposite. That solidifies him never getting in. Okay. Let's see some episode. Our buddy James Campion, author of the Shout It Out Loud Destroyer book, which is incredible. Our buddy James, he says, did I make it? And I think he was referring to the end of the year review episode. Of course he did. Of course he did. He obviously posted that right after we posted it on Twitter, so he didn't listen to the episode at that time. But of course, James was part of our year in review. We got a Happy New Year from our buddy Todd Kearns. Of course, we love Todd. And a bunch of Happy New Year wishes from some of our loyal listeners, like our buddy Brad Baird, Lee Bruton. Good stuff. So a lot of people enjoying the end of the year review. We like those as well. So that's what we got from Twitter.
Over on the Book of Face, Jesus Christ, he's everywhere. Casada bitching about Gary Cap, who's the best. Got us an awesome Christmas gift.
We love Gary.
Yeah, and he's complaining as usual. Oh, wah, wah. Shane Loudon, gents, so glad I discovered you in 2022. I never get to listen on Saturday when you put up the new episodes, but you become my Monday morning ritual to help get me motivated to kick my week off at work. Thanks for making the show funny and enjoyable instead of pompous and dry. Dry like what, Tom?
Dry like Nina Hartley after a 3-hour video shoot.
You do it for all people like us, the fans. And I can't wait to hear what's in store for 2023. Thanks, Shane. And just for a little bit of information, I'm always people sometimes ask, like, oh, how you guys do? We do our episodes, they drop on Saturday. Saturday is always obviously our best day, but then Monday is the next because everyone uses it for their morning commute when they get back to work, just like Shane. So thank you, Shane. Ryan, Michael Scott, Courtney Cole, Dole, Kane, Kulik, fucking Tweed, Simmons,
Spencer
Stanley, Spencer Cook. In 2022, Shout It Out Loudcast best year, Creatures Fest, second cruise, all the great band interviews, Kiss Vision Roy, Eddie Trunk, etc., etc. Fantastic year. Can't wait what's in store for 2023.
Wow, thank you. Yeah, when you put it like that. Yeah.
And then fucking Gary, unfortunately, goes, oh, boy, I didn't realize I was getting thrown on the bus. Thanks, Casada, trying to scare away our best fucking listeners.
Cranky Casada.
Yeah, exactly. Do yourself a favor, Gary. Don't listen to Joey, but stick with us. You'll go places, my friend.
Snow Globe Casada.
On Loudcast is a great point. The great LP Sterlino makes a point to say, you guys literally saw 80% of the Kiss family tree this year.
That's pretty. When he wrote that, I was like, holy crap.
He's right.
We did.
The only ones are the ones that have passed away.
Yeah.
We saw everybody else.
That's right.
So we saw 100% of the living members of Kiss.
That's right. Pretty awesome.
Over on our YouTube channel, Tom, Mr. Antonio 2005. What kind of idiot would bid that much on Ace's socks? What's next for the Spaceman to sell in 2023? Here's one for all the blue Kool-Aid drinkers. I got Ace in the Hole game-worn condoms from the time on my planet Chendel with my new bride. All the best and beyond, TNZ. Keep up the great work. Thank you. And then Mike Brewer writes in Ace's voice, parentheses, Happy Easter.
Happy Epiphany.
Happy Boxing Day. Tom, that's what I got.
All right, let's fly through some emails here because we know everybody wants to hear Exposed. Our buddy Mike H. We love Mike H. Thanks for the trip down memory lane. I think this year was your best year as it pertains to Shout Out Loudcast. Happy New Year to you both. I hope the coming year is another record-breaking, highly entertaining group of shows you have a high bar to meet. Yes. Daniel Davis. Davis, new to the show. Hey, guys, I just started listening about a month ago, and I love the podcast. How about an album review crew of the first EZO album to introduce your fans to other Japanese 80s metal band? Daniel, thank you for joining the crew here. I'm not sure that is going to be something that anybody wants to hear other than you and the parents of the members in the EZO band. Also, maybe an episode on Gene Simmons produced albums. Ooh, I'm working on my Real Alive albums episodes to send to you so you could tell me how bad they are. Fan forever, Dan Davis. Nice. Yeah, ranking Gene Simmons produced albums. Hey, we always love episode ideas, of course. And then we are going to finish off our emails with this one from Alex White, also known as AJ White from New Hampshire. Great year in review. Very impressed with the growth and direction of Shout It Out Loudcast. Growth? I don't know about that. I think we've
physical growth.
Yeah, maybe physical growth. First, I need to thank you. We have been preparing my father to enter a nursing home, and this podcast has taken up hours and days of keeping my mind occupied on something else. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I am sure I am a rare breed as I have gone through so many episodes just in the last month. It's a very different point of view being able to hear your opinions over the last 4 years in such a short time. You guys have definitely gone in the right direction, have come very far in your execution, so props. Keep up the awesome work. P.S. Maybe I overlooked an episode or two, but how in the flying fuck have you not covered the Tom Snyder interview yet? This would be a great candidate for another live commentary filled with impressions. In my opinion, Gene and Paul can fucking settle down. I don't know if I enjoy watching Ace and Peter laughing or Gene and Paul cringing. Ace stole the show. Thanks again, AJ White. AJ, first of all, thoughts and blessings to your family and your father. I hope he's doing well at this time that we're reading this email. Thank you for the kind words about our show. We appreciate the fact that anytime people listen to the show, it can be a distraction and a form of entertainment. So blessings to you and your family. And we have not done the Tom Snyder interview yet. You have not missed that, but believe me, it will be coming soon, maybe this year. And for that, my friend, you are the comment of the week.
Good answer. Good answer. I like the way you think. I'm going to be watching you.
Thanks, AJ. He's a new great Patreon member, Tom.
Yep.
And we appreciate that comment. And what a way to start off the year. Speaking of Patreon, Tom, we have a new Patreon member, John Kozes, joins us. John, thank you so much for becoming part of the Patreon family. Again, John is part of the record-breaking Patreons that have joined us. And we can't thank you guys enough. We say it every week, but truly, the stuff that you guys do and the support that you guys give us is amazing. It is a huge help to the show. It helps us in all areas, and whether that might be some research, kiss books, software, subscriptions, Zoom, and things like that. All of it is so greatly appreciated, and it's a big help to us. And we really, really can't say it enough times. Thank you, guys. Patreon, if you're interested in it, please go to our website, go to him. Go to our website and you go on the landing page. You'll see a little link there. Just click on the Patreon, take a look, see if anything there interests you. And in addition to that, you can go into 4 different tiers. So if one you like better than the other, check it out. And whatever tier you pick, there are different categories, different merch we give back, different stuff that we do, whether it be polls, input. And there's a ton of input that comes in from our Patreon guys. We have, by the time this comes out, we will have already had our Patreon video with the demon tier, which is
we also will have announced the winner of the Jersey Ninja raffle.
Yes.
So by the time this episode is released, that winner will already have been announced. We'll post that on our Patreon page for the people that were not in attendance for the Zoom call or maybe just missed it or whatever. So a lot of exciting things happen with Patreon.
Yeah, thank you guys. And please, if you're interested, again, you can find Patreon on our website, patreon.com, or Patreon, the app, and look for creators, and you'll find Shout Out Loudcast. It's a big help for the show. And if you continue that, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah, Patreon, you guys are the best. A special shout out to John Kozis, our newest patron. And John is very active on social media with us, so we appreciate that. Big fan of the show, obviously huge Kiss fan, so we love that. And all the Patreons, we love you guys. As we say every week, we're so grateful for the support that you give the show. It helps us grow, and it helps us to continue to be the show that we want to be and the show that you want us to be. So we thank you guys very much. And again, a special shout out to John for being the newest Patreon family member.
And Tom, with that, we go to Kiss World.
Yeah, nothing really going on Kiss-centric. There's a couple things that happened on the side there. New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, our buddy Peter Criss made a video of him doing Dirty Living, but of course the Peter haters out there are just yelling at him because it was karaoke. The camera was facing fucking sideways. Look, it's Peter. He's alive and well and healthy. He's still passionate about Kiss. Dirty Living, great song off of Dynasty that everybody loves. It was just nice to see him healthy and happy, and I think everybody enjoyed that. I know me and Zeus did, so.
Yeah, I love it. Anytime he could put something up, Dad, get the camera over here. But
exactly.
You make it's Peter. It's nice to see him all smiles and trying something and putting a little content out there for us. So I appreciated it for what it was.
Yeah. Other than that, there's really not much, the social media shenanigans of, I think we have a new character. I think I'm going to start calling him Stouffer's Stanley with his, prepared meals that he takes pictures of. And who's he trying to be now, Zeus? This newest one.
He likes to ingratiate himself with the famous people that he finds interesting. And I just thought Stanley Tucci's spaghetti, whatever, raviolis, whatever the fuck he made.
Right.
And we were joking off the air. We're like Stanley Tucci's who the fuck is that? Is that the guy from Kiss?
Yeah, exactly. Like you get, one week you got that purple suit on. The next week, we say this all the time. He is trying so hard to get people to forget who he is.
Yeah.
And you know what? Fine, but you're not fooling us. Okay. I say this every week. You're the guy who wrote Read My Body. That's going to be chiseled on your tombstone. Okay. So enough. And here's another thing, Paul. When you're posting these pictures of your pizza or your food or your pasta, act excited or happy or the fact that you're enjoying it. Somebody on our Twitter or somebody on Paul's Twitter thing, I think it was that miserable Music Man guy said something about under the comment. They're like, Paul, it doesn't look like you're enjoying anything. Let me pull it up here. And it looks like you just Paul, is it possible for you to express any joy? You look like a dog that just shit on the carpet. But it's right. He posts this picture oh, Stanley Tucci, and his face is I don't know. Are you happy about this? Are you upset that you're not Stanley Tucci? I don't know.
It's funny you say that. Even on my my little hockey team I got when I got kids like that. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Smile. You're playing hockey, a game you love.
Exactly.
Like, why do you look so upset?
Yep.
Like, dude, you're a fucking millionaire rock star adored by millions. Yep. Why you look like you fucking got somebody pissed on your shoes?
Right. I don't get it. I don't know.
And you're putting that photo up.
Right.
So like you're like saying, yes, look at this sourpuss.
Sourpuss Stanley. Anyways, that's our weekly rant against Stouffer Stanley.
Yeah, just silly. Oh, there's one last thing.
Okay.
I don't know if it's real or not, Tom. That Vinny Vic.
Oh, Jesus.
Vinny Vixen. Vinny Vincent.
Vinny's and Vixen?
Oh, I'm not touching that. Somebody's like got some guy in the fucking, hey, I'm mixing Vinny's tape. And Vinny's like, next to him. It's just, we'll see it if it comes out. No?
I love tracking the course of a Vinny Vincent event and how people are like, oh, this is going to be great. Oh, I don't think this is going to happen. Well, I knew it wasn't going to happen. Yeah. It's like, it's the same thing all the time.
We'll see if that actually comes out, but exactly. I did see that, and, it is what it is. In the meantime, Gene Simmons got nice fucking photos, him and his kids and their significant others and his wife during the holidays. He put a nice photo up like that.
Yep.
Like, dude, night and day. And he got to comment on our episode on Rolling Stone's top 200 singers. Well, not our specific episode, but the point behind that episode. And he was giving shit about how the fuck are you not having Ozzy higher than he was? Or do you care that you're not in it? What do I give a shit about? And, the same old thing about like Bob Dylan. Would he be on American Idol? Would he have made it or be a failed artist or something like that?
Yep.
I get his point. He's right.
Yeah.
But who gives a fuck what Rolling Stone says? Seriously.
But that's the funny thing. Rolling Stone knows what they're doing. They know that nobody fucking reads their magazine or goes on their website. So they do these lists, and you got people like Gene Simmons, you got Eddie Trunk, you got all these other metal publications or rock publications.
Shout it out Loudcast.
Yeah, I mean, you get so they know what they're doing. They do this on purpose, and we all fall into the and we always finish up by saying fuck Rolling Stone, even though we just spent 20 minutes talking about them. So
yeah,
they know what they're doing.
Yeah, and then this one they did is just the staff, whereas previous ones they had like other artists, but the artists that picked were all their type of artists.
Yeah,
so.
Oh, anyway. Fall Out Boy thinks that who? Nobody, dude, stop. Oh, Radiohead. Oh, Panic at the Disco thinks that fucking Metallica. Oh, okay.
Panic at the Weekend, whatever I fucking thought it was.
I was gonna say that when we were on the cruise playing categories.
Panic at the Weekend.
Zeus goes, how about Panic at the Weekend? You're like, wait, that's two bands combined.
Yeah, something like that.
Anyways,
yeah. So. Let's put that shit aside. Give us a second, and I'm going to go try to see if I can find Christine by the pool.
All right, we're back. The only Christine I could find was Christy Cannons doing her Islands in the Stream impression in the pool.
Backstroke.
Exactly.
Oh, someone's in the pool. Bloop, 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 bloop. Ooh, I gassy. Bloop, 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 bloop. What the fuck is wrong with us? Anyway, Tom, we were talking about this for quite some time. Most people realize that, they open up every year, usually with a big episode or album review or something like that. And we're like, you know what? Let's do something even bigger.
That's right. Kiss Exposed is huge. But it's so huge, we wanted to have some friends on. So we wanted Jericho, PJ Farley, and we said this when we did the live commentary with Kiss Meets the Phantom. Now that we got that science and technology down, you're going to start seeing more live commentaries. It just adds so much extra to Shout It Out Loudcast. So doing this to kick off the year was just, so much fun.
Yeah, the guys were very gracious with their time. I mean, Chris is flying in and out of wrestling events, and he's like, okay, I'll be in my hotel by this point. And then the whole thing started, and he makes a joke about it a little bit later. I'm like, Guys, I have a hockey practice at 9:10 for my JV team that I got to coach. What the fuck? You're fired. You're out of here. Me and Charlie are going to run your show now. You're in charge of fucking merchandise, and Tom is doing guest bookings.
Yeah. He's like, the Shout Out Loudcast is going to be Chris, PJ, Charlie Benetti, and what do you say, Bruce Kulick or somebody else. I'm like, okay. I'm like, that's fine.
So we had some fun doing this. We're taping now this part the next day. We just taped last night, Thursday. We're taping this Friday morning, and we're gonna fucking edit all this shit.
Yep.
And have it ready for you by midnight. In between work, I got a hockey game, and we got our live video. So now that I think about it, Tom, we're fucked.
It's okay. We'll get it done.
All right.
We'll get it. We'll get it done.
Guys, enjoy this Kiss Exposed with Chris Jericho and PJ Farley.
So we're gonna do Kiss Exposed, and this one is definitely like I know Jericho loves Kiss Exposed.
I was just gonna say, we need to play the movie, or should we just recite it?
Well, that's the thing. So Chris, you love Exposed. This is like your era of Kiss. So tell us, like, Exposed came out in 87. Do you remember like when it came out? Like,
so what was going on at the time was a lot of bands were putting out kind of the long form videos, and most of them were just live concerts. Like Dio had one, Twisted Sister, Maiden, Priest, they all had them. And Kiss never put out a live record during this time frame. They just didn't, which is very surprising that they didn't in the 80s, because they were pretty popular and live records are a no-brainer. But they kind of stumbled on this other form of a take-home kind of souvenir of the tour and of the records that have come out of this home video, which was half music videos and then kind of half mockumentary, which, if I could be mistaken, but I don't think anyone else did this. I think it's another Kiss first. So I remember we saw this, and obviously the cover has all the hot chicks on it, and it's Kiss. You're like, well, I'm going to watch this. And you're like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Come on over and watch it. And this was on the heels of Kiss Animalize Uncensored, which we watched 1,000 times. Once again, not a live album, but a live video. And then this was kind of the follow-up. So like Paul Stanley's raps are so hilarious on Animalize. We ripped them off at Creatures Fest for Quarantine verbatim. And this was the next step of that, of all of these completely quotable, ridiculous moments that we once again ripped off verbatim at the beginning of our Love's a Deadly Weapon video, one of the famous scenes in here. So it was one of those things that you could put on and show everybody because it was so ridiculous, but yet had all the cool videos. They had some great retro stuff in there. But the quotables, I mean, I don't even want to get started because I don't want to spoil anything. I was thinking this morning, Joseph Kiss Sr.
Yeah.
Like, it's the greatest. It's so stupid, but it really does work. And then you also really see some great moments with Paul and Gene just reminiscing. I take $1 and fucking beat it. Like stuff that you'd never heard before. So it really was, once again, a pioneering form of entertainment that I think they did first, and they did best as far as I'm concerned. And
also, I would go on record and say I don't think I've loved Paul Stanley any more than I do when I watch Exposed. It's just like this guy. It's brilliant. It is brilliant. I know Gene's the movie star, but I mean, Paul.
This is like Paul at his if you're like diehards like us, when you think of like that. Like non-makeup Paul, it's the it's this video. It's this video.
Well, I think a sizzle reel, if you will.
Yeah, exactly.
I think of it in it's a 3-pronged crown for me. It's Animalize Uncensored.
Yep.
It's this video, and it's in that fucking bed in Metal Years, Decline of the Western.
Oh God, yeah, we'll get to that one eventually.
And this is almost kind of an extension. I'm not sure which one came out first. I think this came out first, but Metal Years is an extension of what Paul's doing in Exposed. It's just so pompous and so over the top, and you could never do that nowadays. You know, no one would get away.
That's the thing too. It's such a snapshot of the era of this 87, 88, like over the top, ridiculous hair metal era, and it's just, it's gonna be fun watching this and just kind of going through it as we play it. So.
Well, once again, like when we did the quarantine gig and doing some of those raps, like the Nurse with the biggest hits you've ever seen, like saying it out loud on stage, I'm like, if people take this the wrong way and use this out of context, I mean, you can't cancel me anyways, but I could get a cancel attempt on me. You could never get away with that stuff, in this day and age. And that's what makes it so much more special.
There's some things in Exposed that if you played it today, I mean,
oh, yeah.
Oh, totally.
That's what I mean. But yet at the time, it's just the way it was. So you could play it now with an angry eye, and it's completely wrong, but yet it's oh so right.
Of course.
Yeah, so we're all right.
Exactly.
So one thing I want to bring up is, Decline of Western Civilization came out in 88.
Okay.
So that's when he got released. They've probably been filming for over a year. So I wonder if Paul's like, let me take that character and make this mockumentary kind of based upon that, or he took this and said, let me make it a little bit more serious for Decline. I don't know. But one's 87, one's 88. So who knows who followed who. But the one other thing I want to mention is real quick is you gotta love superimposing fake Eric and fake Bruce into this cover.
Oh yeah, on the cover.
No, they weren't in the original cover.
That's so bad.
Look how bad Bruce is just like thrown in there, like those chloroform things, like you stuck them on.
They're pretty much superimposed into the documentary, aren't they? They're hardly even in it.
No,
I think
both have one scene each.
Sonny the Monkey's in it more than Eric is.
The monkey.
I could not. This morning I was trying to remember. I just text you guys. Only the two-seat hot tub. I couldn't remember what the monkey's name was.
Oh,
Sonny
God.
the Monkey. That's
Sonny the Monkey. That's right. Well, you guys ready to get this thing started?
I
or
think
do you want
so.
Let's do it.
Jump in. We'll be talking about it as it's running anyways. So
yeah. For myself, I got into it as soon as it came out. I love these formats that came out at the time. I think it was like Bon Jovi released all their videos before Slippery and Wet. I had that long form video. I had like a Dawkins had one, Unchained the Night. There was a couple little clips of them before a concert, not much. Live Without a Net. Van Halen was out around that time. Yep. And then Scorpions Worldwide Live.
But those were just either full
concerts,
or the videos put together. Nobody did kind of this behind this. This is almost like the precursor to the Skid Row videos and the Pantera videos that came out about 4 or 5 years later that were amazing and real shit behind the scenes of just goofy stuff. Yep. I must have watched that Say Can You Scream? Yeah. The Skid Row one 50 times. And I must have watched Watch It Go, the Pantera one, another 50 times. Yep. I feel that this was almost the precursor of that, except for all the stuff Kiss is doing is complete fantasy bullshit. All the stuff that Skid and Pantera were doing were real, but they both had the same goofy, ridiculous vibe to it.
Yep.
All right, boys, I'm going to share the screen, and we'll get this thing going. Where is it?
So how do we interject here? Do we just...
You're fine. If you start comment...
Yeah, we'll have the volume will be loud. Yeah, the volume will be loud enough for you to kind of hear it a little bit. Yeah,
can you hear it?
I can hear it.
It's right off the bat, it's so ridiculous.
Now, is that Howard Marks, the actual accountant for Kiss?
I don't know.
That's what I heard, something like that. That was somebody originally.
Now, this guy here is apparently somebody famous, or he's related to somebody famous.
No, he was an actor. He starred in a movie called Jekyll and Hyde Together Again. That came out about a year or two before.
He was on Fridays.
Yeah.
Okay. He looks like he's related to Marty Feldman.
He does, yeah.
Marty Feldman? Is that what you said? He was in Young Frankenstein.
Total Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous ripoff, which Paul will evidence here.
Chris,
this guy. I'll give this guy credit. He actually plays this well.
He's great.
Great job. Great.
Marty.
There's not going to be a lot of talking when Paul comes on. We're going to have to stop and listen.
Oh, yeah.
Behind the look,
Charmed.
you hear that? Behind the look scenes.
Yeah.
It's a very manly handshake there, Paul.
This one's, I like this girl. She's hot.
Isn't that a dud in the bunch?
Good call.
It's
Come back a little later.
Can we
Chris,
pause? There's really great little gems in there just to reflect.
Go ahead, buddy. Just talk over it.
Chris, you're so right. This is such a unique thing for a band to do.
But like, you know, like it's, and he comes back with sunglasses on. It's such a subtle joke, but they put some time into this, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Of course they did. They rented that house for it.
Oh yeah. And I think it is like a legitimate, like a Playboy house or a porn house.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
Plus Gene's room is definitely not in that house. I mean, it's like a soundstage.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are like those Sammy Hagar, I can't drive 55 pants he's got on.
I mean, just even the throwaway chicks, the pieces of the furniture are still super hot.
The ones that are getting dusted.
Yeah. I love Paul's hair too. It looks great.
Always in great shape, Paul.
The funny thing, when you watch a video like this, I want to see what current day Paul Stanley thinks of Kiss Exposed.
Puke emoji.
Exactly.
Right, PJ? Sorry. Puke emoji.
Sorry, Bad National Lampoons.
She was hot.
Why wasn't it on? There's nothing bad about it. They just didn't play it.
A couple chicks in the shower.
Yeah.
So this is when we can really talk a lot when the music videos come on. So obviously the idea is just turn down the music a bit, dude. So the idea is that this guy is going to Paul Stanley's house to do a behind the look scenes of Kiss in their natural element. It's 12 noon. Paul expected to be there at 12 midnight, but he allowed them to come in anyways, even though he has just woken up surrounded by half naked chicks. That's kind of that's what we've seen so far.
That's where we're at this point. After walking 5 steps to Paul's house.
But it's perfect too, because this came out in 87. So they're showing, Asylum era stuff, to kind of whet the appetite of all the current Kiss fans at the time.
And the great thing about this was how they pulled some of the vintage footage that we didn't see in that quality. So it was like, this was like good stuff for Kiss fans. Like, oh my God, did you see, any of the old makeup footage that they showed?
And the fact that this was banned from MTV because it basically just showed wet women. Like that was too much at the time. Just if you're wet from a shower or a spray of water, and you open your legs as you fall into the pond, you're banned.
Which is really ironic, isn't it?
You're exactly. Now we've got WAP winning Grammys.
WAP. Yeah, we got WAP, but we can't say wet women.
Yeah, you couldn't have wax before wet ass chicks. Now you get wet ass pussies all over the place.
Are we just gonna ignore Gene? Like, what the fuck, dude?
I did for about 8 years. I did.
Poor Gene.
Just did not fit in any way, shape, or form.
And we say this all the time. 80s Gene, the music of 80s Gene is fantastic, but his look is just
it's like the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Exactly.
Remember one of his canned lines that he says where he goes, we were like linebackers wearing tutus.
Yeah.
Right.
He really was a linebacker wearing a tutu.
He was.
This time. Like he's just miscast actor. Like even BK looks cooler than Gene. And when did you ever see that Bruce Kulick looks cooler than Gene Simmons?
It's true.
Right.
It's true. And as silly as Gene looks, that's how amazing Paul looks. Like he is incredible in this era.
Well, dude, once again, he's the star child.
Yeah.
You've seen his workout tape, so of course he's in great shape.
Not yet. We will.
Not
coming
yet.
soon.
There's another thing I'd like to point out too, is that this is one of the only bands, I'm sure there's others, every one of them has the exact same hairstyle. All four of them have the same fucking hairstyle. Can you name it? Besides the Beatles, maybe in '64, I can't think of another band that all had the exact same hairstyle. There's always a blonde guy or something. What?
Anthrax.
Scott's bald.
Well, early Anthrax.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a good look for Gene, but the chicks here are smoking.
They are. And listen,
for it.
and Paul's smoking too. Paul is a good-looking dude in this era.
Hey, look!
yeah.
We got WAP here. Wet ass Paul.
I always love that set. That looks cool. We should do that for a quarantine video, PJ. Just that.
In our back pocket. More fire.
Yeah. Now here he is back. Jekyll and Hyde together. Oh, there's
Eric.
Don't blink.
Yeah, that's it.
And he's out.
That Carrie?
It better not be. She's banned.
She's banned.
Dude, that guy's dusting that woman. Is there anything more degrading than dusting off a woman who's like passed out?
Why is that degrading?
She's just a piece, literally a piece of the furniture.
Exactly.
There he falls.
Clean her up.
So this is kind of the original Paul. He used this in Metal Years. I got an idea, guys.
Look at the comb, right for the comb.
And also, how about the model plane hanging?
Yeah, what is that? and the monkey dressed like Miami Vice sitting on the edge of the bed there.
Sonny the Chip.
That's Sonny Crockett.
I totally forgot that he had the exact same scene as Metal Years. This is the precursor of it.
That chick in the middle is insane.
Well, turn up the volume a bit. Let's hear what they have to say here.
Buddy the Elf.
All right, Paul, we'll rent you this house, and we got a monkey that we can include for an extra $50. Bring him in.
It's Michael Jackson's, but you can have.
Yeah, Sonny.
Oh, she's smoking, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
See, I love it. Back-to-back Asylum. Perfect.
Well, that was kind of the album that they were Asylum. This is post Asylum.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy Nights, right? Yeah. Right before. This is like in the year they were recording Crazy Nights. They put this out to keep fans going.
I mean, look at it. They literally got all of the colors on their clothes.
That right there, when Gene still thinks he's the demon holding the bass upright and playing.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it just looks bad.
It's so bad because he could have totally done. I understand that they all want the glam look, but he could have done the freaking Rob Halford, just what he did in Revenge. It still would have worked.
Black.
Look, you're talking about a very colorful era. I mean, he was in a fight he couldn't win. Even when they first took the makeup off, the Lick It Up video, he's making the demon face the first. He doesn't know what the fuck to do.
He doesn't know what to do. It's like we said, it's probably why he still wears a mask now all the time, because he likes having
the keyhole Bruce.
I love it.
Dude, I just want to know who gave Paul the idea to put on a sailor hat.
Paul, that's who did.
Yeah, exactly.
Paul did.
Like the sailor hat is just, come on.
Maybe one of his sailor
Yay.
Oh, Jesus.
Uh-oh.
The New York accent comes out there. We're living in the new.
But once again, and I'll say this, in quarantine, for our live sets, All Night is the hardest song to sing.
Really?
It never stops. When we work all day, we don't.
Okay.
It's just all night. We work all day, and we don't know why. And one thing, it just keeps going and going. There's no breathing in there.
Yeah.
Especially
Okay.
like in the middle of the set when you're already,
Yeah.
But this is a Paul Stanley chorus, if I've ever heard it. Catchy,
listen.
looky. Oh,
Absolutely.
Yeah. Once again, you can't deny how catchy Kiss was in the 80s
oh.
because of Paul and Desmond Child and Holly Knight. And he was writing with the right people. He knew what he knew exactly who he was and what Kiss was in the 80s for sure.
we're throwing punctuation right out the window. I'm going to run on for a chorus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bruce.
And I like, Bruce, as Paul said, he's a mensch. Whatever you need, guys. You want me to wear the purple jacket? You got it. You want me to wear a leather jacket with studs? I got that too. Whatever you guys need me to do. You want me to wear the nuclear warning sign suit? I'll wear that as well.
Yep.
Hey, that worked out for him, though. I got a bobblehead to prove it.
That's right. I love this too. The chicks pushing the beds in unison.
Oh, on the ass.
Oh, look at this. This is ridiculous.
I always like Eric there too. Just the 1 foot on the bass, one hand on the
One
kick.
hand. Yep.
Yeah.
And he's got like 2 drumsticks in each hand.
Oh,
If you
wow.
notice.
Gene. Little Busby Berkeley there.
I was just going to say that. The overhead shot there. Yep.
You're going to say Busby Berkeley?
I know who Busby Berkeley is.
Just can't say.
That
Yeah,
looks like
wasn't Busby Berkeley? Didn't they do like all the swimming, all like the stuff in the pools?
Ethel Merman,
Yeah,
synchronized swimming.
Yeah, exactly.
that looks like the Big Lebowski dance number.
Yeah,
Steve.
which is a total
Right?
Busby Berkeley routine. Totally.
Hey, 3 seconds fast.
I don't know the name, but I know the scene from the Big Lebowski. Oh, here we go.
right, here we go.
Jeeves.
We're back.
I like this droll butler.
Aren't they all?
This girl passed out with like spaghetti all over her or something.
All right, we got to listen to this one. Turn this one up. He almost broke it there.
The things. Great.
Bananas.
Bananas.
That's like one of the worst lines.
Didn't Kent say that in our video, PJ?
We all said it.
Oh yeah, I'm a pretty rough guy. That's right.
There you go, the root beer, guys.
God.
That was PJ. That was PJ's line.
Yeah.
In my fantasy mind, Paul banged every single one of these chicks,
Oh, I believe that.
and none of the other ones knew that he was banging the other ones.
Totally.
Every one of them thought that.
Here we go. Here we go.
Nice,
I love
There
that
it
line.
is.
nice line. Bruce got a good line there.
He
He did good.
got a good one.
Cuties
again.
out. Love that.
You need me to deliver a line? I'll do it.
Did he get the gig at that point? I'm thinking.
Bruce.
Yeah, like were they like, let's not give him too much yet?
Yeah, they had already done.
He was already in. He'd already did.
They had already done.
He's already done the Asylum, right? Yeah, so he's already got the gig. What am I saying?
He's already got songwriting credits.
He's already in it more than Eric is.
Yeah.
Oh, this is hilarious.
This is amazing. This is so degrading.
The girls with their heads on the wall, insane.
So degrading.
Hillary and Linda. Switch places.
The chicks let him down off the throne. Bodybuilder chick.
He goes, how does he do that?
You like that, huh? Look at that outfit.
Right off the Miami Vice set.
Yeah. He's still the demon, but
If not for the cape, it'd be terrible.
Seriously.
that's the best. That's nice for Daddy. Both those are famous sound bites on Pot of Thunder.
I was just going to say, they love those
They
clips.
use that all the time.
All the time. That's nice for Daddy.
Since I'm a teenager.
Look at Gene.
His hair is even worse.
Oh, it's terrible.
With the cape, he looks like fucking Ruth Buzzy or something.
It's such a terrible look. It's such a terrible look.
The ship has sailed.
Look at
Oh, here we go.
Look at these two fucking idiots. One's wearing a robe, one's wearing a cape.
Right now, watch these two idiots in front of 150,000 people for their
Great
last.
call.
It's the first time I even knew of this or saw this was exposed. And
me
this
too.
blew my mind that this even happened.
Yeah.
There's no Wikipedia. There's no videos. This was like me on my own with no Kiss friends around watching this and going, holy shit.
Yep.
Can I also say, I like Gene still smiling at the camera.
Yeah.
Can I also say, too, that by the time they get to the metal years, that this crowd has gone from 150,000 to 250,000.
Oh, every time they talk about it, you're right. It gets bigger.
It's now at about 1.5 million when they talk about it.
Kiss, New Brazil.
Kiss.
Dude, that's insane. That looks like fake.
That's amazing.
That looks like a green screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like
Let me
a
ask
wall.
you this. Do you
It's
think
a wall
at
of
any
Hillary's
point-
and Linda's.
You think it? All right.
that.
Do you think we really still take off the makeup?
Yeah.
It really seems to be working.
You know, one quick thing, too, is you can tell that the fact that they all live in the same house, that's totally a Beatles help homage. And, you know, they're huge Beatles fans.
Oh, yeah.
They just look like we know, like, of course, Kiss all lives in the same house. Where else would they live? You know, it just
Got a point.
Paul lives downstairs and Gene has the loft.
I think it's interesting that the first makeup clip that they show is from the Creatures era. Like, it's not classic Kiss from the 70s. The first thing they show us is Creatures era makeup stuff.
Hey, they just released the new cover Creatures at the time, remember?
Yeah, that's
Bruce
you're
on
right.
the cover.
That's right, with Bruce.
I think it's just the spectacle is what they wanted to show. I mean,
I think you're right.
No,
that's
what was the
crazy.
show with makeup on, and this is it.
Yeah.
I don't
the
know
crop-
about you, but any of you guys, when you first saw this video, go, who the fuck is that guy? When they show Vinny.
Oh,
Like,
Vinny,
I see this right now. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Well,
Yep.
I thought
didn't even care. I didn't even care.
No, but
I
like,
thought when-
it was
when-
just like, I don't remember this guy. What's this makeup?
I remember seeing the Lick It Up album cover before I really knew much about Kiss. and I was piecing who was who, and I thought that Vinnie Vincent was Ace Frehley on the cover of Lick It Up because they have the same hair.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Skinny,
Kind of looks the same, little kind of Asian eyes type thing, whatever. Or, frog eyes or whatever you want to say Vinny has. But
frog eyes.
Did you guys see the news that apparently there's a new Vinnie Vincent album being mixed right now?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. It's been
Can't wait to
mixed.
hear that. It's basically it's a live recording of his Creatures Fest appearance.
Oh, Jesus Christ. God.
47 minutes long.
It's his Chinese democracy.
That is insane. Now, is that just Kiss or is that like Rock in Rio or something?
I think it's.
I don't know. I know because now when you hear Paul saying, "Oh, we just played to 90,000 people," be like, Paul, you played at a 3-day festival. Not everybody was there to see.
Right. So I'm wondering, is this a Rock in Rio or if this is just Kiss?
It's insane.
That makes it even more impressive.
Yeah.
You know, that might be because everybody's into it. It's not like there's anybody sitting there with crossed arms. That's for damn sure.
And we know they're huge in Brazil.
Brazil. Yes, Brazil.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
Look at this. Like it's so
chick on
bad.
a spit.
So bad.
Yeah, so great.
My lunch.
Gene looks cool there.
He's got great shots right now. Marty.
Zoom in on him fucking with his eye.
Oh, if you been.
Oh God, this cringy Beatles shit they do.
Yeah, but famous line, take it out and beat it.
I'm sorry, Gene does not look sober there at all in any way. His eyes are
looks cool.
He does, but his eyes are like hanging down so heavy, like
Tom, so cute.
Fucking beat it.
He swore.
But Tom, don't you know that Gene Simmons has never been stoned or drunk his entire life?
Exactly, Chris.
Right.
Exactly.
He's been up all night counting his money.
I love this.
Oh, here's the shot that he takes at Ace. I'm alive and well. Where am I?
Yeah.
Shots fired.
That is such a. I got to give Paul credit there. That's good.
Oh, yeah. Well, Paul doesn't give a shit.
Exactly, especially in this time.
Paul did no wrong in this. He did no wrong.
Of course.
That's the exact replica cloak that I have for quarantine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
here it goes.
It's
the flashlight.
it's Joseph Kiss Sr.
That's improv, man. That's improv. Yeah. Joseph Kiss Sr. Jr. was a real piece of shit, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Just thrown in the corner.
I know, huh?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Sure it is.
Here comes a bad rendition.
Yeah. It's wrong.
Christine. You hear that, Kiss fans?
Yep.
Look at Gene.
Put this.
Oh God, Paul.
From a long tour.
Oh my gosh. By the way, that dude's glasses are amazingly huge.
Harry Carey.
Yeah. If the moon was made of green cheese, would you eat it?
And there's a foul ball. Look at his face in the background. He's all excited.
Oh, here we go.
Winterland.
The greatest.
Can I just tell a quick story here? It's very quick.
Please do.
So when you're talking about Gene and Paul doing Christine 16 on the piano and it's out of tune, it's terrible. So Paul invited me to go to the Rock and Brews opening in Oviedo, Florida, which is Orlando. And I went with my friend Speewee, and we were hanging out there, and some fan gives Paul a guitar to sign, and he takes it, and it's completely out of tune. And for some inexplicable reason, he decides to start playing Wild Thing.
Oh,
but it's out of tune. So it's like, Wild Thing, you make my heart sing. It was the modern edition of Christine 16.
Paul.
Now this is footage no one
had ever seen this
before Exposed came. Incredible.
The gold that we were talking about, we were heard about when the video was coming out. We were like, I can't wait to see it. It's all unreleased footage, and this was like the highlights right here.
And in this day and age, in 2023, you can go see this multiple camera angles, the full show on YouTube, whatever.
Yep.
In 1987, nobody had this except for Kiss.
Yep.
So the fact they let us even see a glimpse of it was pretty fucking cool.
Insane. Incredible.
Joseph.
I think because this video came out, it also popularized the whole dance they do to Deuce, because we remember this video and them doing this here, and then everybody was looking for it every time they did Deuce, and it came back into the set list in the late 80s and early 90s.
Well, also, too, think about it. So this video came out in 87. So remember on the Hot in the Shade tour, they started really reintroducing classic Kiss into the set list.
Because of this.
I was just going to say, so this video probably kind of energized those classic fans and the band, too.
I was going to say that too. This is the first time that they kind of cracked the door open a bit to
embraced it a little bit.
Not just Makeup Kiss, because you're talking Makeup Kiss prior to this was Eric Carr and Vinny and Ace.
Yep.
But the original lineup, this is the first time they really had referenced it since like 78.
Exactly. Yep.
PJ, what kind of a bass is Gene playing there? What is that?
I don't know if that's the Gibson. I forget what it's called.
It looks like, I don't know, man. It looks too big on the body for the Gibson.
Gibbler or fucking something, but it's a Gibson.
I will tell you though, I think stripped down Kiss and Gene with his makeup, he looks way more menacing.
Totally.
Like
he looks like terrifying here.
Yeah, I liked this version of them stripped down like this.
Well, when Gene's face is thin,
yes,
he looks so much more demonic when he does like that smile on the tongue when he has like the pointy
and also
chin.
Let me also point out when he had the fucking super long hair.
Yes,
before he did what? Before he burned it off.
That's right. That's right.
It got to a certain point, like if you get to 76, 77, he couldn't grow it anymore because he'd burn it all the time. But look at how long his hair is.
Yeah, look how it's like flying around. That's right.
He needs to go back to a smaller costume. Granted, I know he's not in the same shape he is here, but he looks like a transformer now, and it's just too big and bulky.
PJ,
I'll tell you what, look bigger than he is.
Okay,
PJ,
so
good call.
Who is Kiss playing for now? Hardcores, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine hardcores like us if Gene came out in that costume?
I'm not
lose their fucking minds.
He didn't come out in this costume. I'm just saying, slim it down a little bit. Make his whole outfit. He could have the same outfit, but smaller. He looks like a fucking transformer. Makes him look bigger than he actually is. He's not a big fat guy.
I agree, PJ, but I'm saying if he came out with that costume, we would go crazy.
Of course.
PJ, I've been saying for years, ever since the monster costume, which is pretty much what he's wearing now. it's way too.
The breastplates, the front.
The breastplate in the shoulder
like
it's way too bulky.
It
way
is.
Yeah.
And that's just to give him some wiggle room for his cookies.
Yeah.
But,
Exactly.
There's ways around that. You can make the costume smaller and still keep it tight.
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you, this Kiss, the outfits here look fucking super. Like I look at Paul. Paul looks super fucking cool.
Yeah, this is the Alive. This is the
76, 75. Yeah.
This is the Dress to Kill. This is right before they got the Destroyer costumes.
Right. That's because Ace still had the little donuts around his shoulders.
Yep. It's like the Alive Dress to Kill tour.
And look how long and full Paul's hair is. He looks.
Yep.
I love it. I love Paul's hair because when he headbangs it, most of us would go back and forth. He goes side to side. And his hair just goes. It's like a palm tree in a storm.
Is it me or does Paul's star look fucking mangled with the makeup? Like there's
that's why I love this show. 4 fucking grown men in our 50s arguing if Paul's star isn't lined up properly.
He's
right. No, you're right. You're right. It's not. It is fucked up.
It is. Who knows? Maybe he only had like an hour to put it on. He's probably banging 3 or 4 chicks from the fucking Paul Lynde special.
He probably
didn't have time to put his makeup on.
Or Cher's sister. Wasn't he banging Cher's sister while Gene was banging Cher?
Well, yeah, and he was also banging Pinky Tuscadero.
Oh, that's right.
Dude, Skinny Gene with the boots and the leg kicks, he looks so, like, you're right, he looks like a little fucking monster here. Like young Skinny Gene.
I'll tell you what, too. Like getting into Pantera recently for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Dime was obsessed with Ace Frehley.
Yeah.
If you were a kid in 76 and saw this band, Ace Frehley is the coolest motherfucker in this band.
Oh, absolutely.
He just looks so cool.
Yep.
Like, man, like you watch Ace and we know what he is now and take that out of the equation. He's just he's so cool. Like Paul's great and Gene's great, but Ace is just something about him,
Yeah.
But it was the mystique of his quiet. He didn't
talk. He didn't sing.
He didn't talk. He didn't overshadow. He didn't try too hard with the moves. He was just trying to stand up. Cool.
But also to keep this in mind, Ace did not sing at this point, so you really never heard much about him until
all you saw was when all eyes were on him for a solo, like right now.
Yeah. And like you said, just trying to stand up straight.
We always watched him just to see if he was going to fall.
Yeah.
But the effort is there. That's the difference. If you look on stage, he's always moving.
Of course.
Paul told me in 76, 77 that Ace Frehley was the best guitar player in the world. And then he said he just stopped practicing and regressed. But he said to me in 76, 77, Ace was the best guitar player in the world.
Nice.
And whether that's true or not, in my opinion, Rich Ward is the best guitar player in the world. Billy Gray's the best. That's the way you should feel about the guys in your band.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Paul felt that way about Ace at this time.
That's nice to hear, at least, though. I never heard that he said that. So that's nice to hear him say that.
Yeah.
No.
He said when they were hot in 75, 76 that no one could touch them as a band.
And look at this. So and Ace doesn't really improve on his craft. He doesn't come up with anything great after. I mean, if you think about it, after his solo album and Dynasty, what has he done?
He doesn't practice.
Yes. Oh, he admits
it. Watch him, and you don't have to admit it. I watch him play in 2023, 2022. I can tell, and that's the problem with me.
It's the guy who invented the pet rock. He's still celebrating the win.
Nice, PJ.
Hey, I invented the smoking guitar. I don't have to do shit.
I just saw the Eddie Trunk post on Instagram when he pulled out the smoking flute on that metal show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But even back then, that's like a 10-year video. See how much normal he seemed back then? Like he could carry a conversation, and look at him now. He barely freaking knows where he is.
Well, a good friend of ours is working on a solo record with Ace Frehley right now.
Oh, yikes.
Oh, here we go. Here's Peter.
Yeah, Peter.
How about Peter's Dirty Living? Did you guys see that the other day?
Yeah. I loved it. I loved it.
Well, you loved it because Peter, he still sings, but like me and PJ were saying, that's living room karaoke. Why would you post that? Like, get a couple cats to sit in and fucking play it.
But you know what? I think it just makes people happy. The guy's 77 years old. He's still embracing his career. It's cool.
He's very endearing.
I agree. I'm just saying, like, the thing that bugs me about older guys in social media, none of them get it except for Mick Jagger. He understands how to use social media. Peter Chris, like, he looks like my grandfather or my dad would send me this. Hey, I sang, help. But hey, that's great, Dad. He posts that, and guys like us lick it up, no pun intended, because it's Peter. All he would have to do is call those guys in Sister Hazel, or whatever the fuck the guys up, Sister Doll.
Sister's Doll.
Come on over, guys. Set up your shit. Let's do 3 takes of it. Get the fuck out of my house. Then it's Peter playing with the band. That'd be so cool.
Or how about just face the camera?
Yeah. Exactly. And grab the mic. Just do this, right? Like right here. He doesn't have and it's one of those shitty mic stands that goes down. It's not even a cool mic stand where you can grab it like that.
Hey,
PJ,
listen.
that is so perfect. He does this video and publishes it, and he's facing the wall.
You're right.
Like he's
yes.
That's his wife. That's his wife filming. Doesn't trust anybody else filming.
Yeah, probably.
Give me a little something else.
The best part is she says something during the fucking filming. He kind of looks over like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, that's how the Catman sings. He's like, shut up, fuck off.
Yeah.
Take your dollar and fucking beat it.
Take a dollar.
So this is interesting. So these last few clips, they're embracing a guitar solo by Ace.
Wait, now this is.
I ate this up in '87.
I could not stop watching this. I grew up.
Oh my God!
5 years old, obsessed with Gene. This is incredible.
And I forgot just how cool this shit is. Take us back to '87. And because I forgot, like, we never saw any of this. I just forgot all this. Because all I think of Exposed is like, do you eat meat for breakfast? Only when it's fresh. I don't think of this stuff.
You forget the clips.
Hold on. Wait. Just listen. Don't talk. Listen to this.
Yeah. Look at the face.
That's why we're Kiss fans. I mean, I'm sorry. Gene is just
his feral expression with every note hit is just so fucking great.
It's incredible.
Exactly. The greatest pictures ever to come out from moments like this.
Yep.
He's a great actor.
That's Zeus right there.
I'm saying he's a great actor. Hey, listen, that's a performance. Like, right? That's a performer. He knows exactly what to do.
Yeah.
Oh, they did a quick little overdub. I think they're talking about Australia in 1980.
This is Australia Coliseum. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Stadium.
See Eric. Yeah.
So the interesting thing about all these clips is that they all run into one another. They're not pausing to go back to the band. It's just, here you go, Kiss fans. Just enjoy all the shit we're throwing at you.
By the way, I think is this in was this in Sydney? I think, or
I think it's Sydney.
It just says live Australia 1980.
It's probably Sydney.
No, Melbourne. No, not Melbourne.
Brisbane, Adelaide.
Nope.
Well, that's all you got. Brisbane, Adelaide, Melbourne, Sydney.
Perth.
No, it's not Perth. They wouldn't fucking go to Perth for this. This is Sydney, dude. This is the fucking Sydney.
I think this is the Sydney show. Yeah.
It's a famous bootleg that I've owned in 3 or 4 different iterations.
Yep.
You know,
I know. I Googled when we were in Sydney. I Googled how far we were from this venue, from this area.
This is a stadium, or is this Rod Laver's in Melbourne?
This is stadium.
Gotcha. The only bad thing for Australian fans when Kiss still comes to this day is they have to sit through fucking Shandy.
Oh, exactly.
I like Shandy. Sorry.
Well, then you can go to Australia, Go to Australia, you fucker.
Take your fucking dollar and beat it.
Zeus fan club.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys,
dude, this song is horrendous.
This is the last episode with this current staff here at Shout Out Loudcast.
Yeah.
Next episode is going to be PJ, Farley, Chris Jericho, Charlie Benanti, Bruce Kulick, with Tom as the engineer and Zeus handling fan club.
I work the merch booth.
Doing all the booking the guests.
That's why this is the special premiere episode for 2023. We're announcing the new lineup. So
Exactly. Hey, you guys want to join the Shout Out Loud fan club? Send a self-addressed stamp envelope to Zeus.
By the way, if you're gonna take over the show, can you at least know the name? Shout it out loud, cast.
That's what I said.
It
What did I
was
say?
shout it out loud.
Oh, whatever.
you always call it shout it out loud.
It's the Tom and Zeus show,
There
but
you
not
go.
for long. Not for long.
I forgot how much there is of no Paul or Gene. They just throw all these clips at you.
But that's why this is so great. It works. There's a little of everything for you.
Exactly.
Old, new, funny storyline.
Yep.
It really is, like, let's be honest though, it really is a hodgepodge. Like, guys, we got to put something out here. Okay, we'll put out some of our videos.
Yep.
We'll put out some videos. We still got 30 minutes we got to fill. Come over to our house, we'll think of something.
Yeah.
This is the greatest balance of old class. I mean, look at this.
Right. And he walks right in with his fucking suit on.
One
That's the
leg.
best. Look at this mansion too. Whose house is this?
The chick, there's a blow-up doll with like a fish between her legs.
I'm looking at that in the pool.
Everybody just passed out, fucked up.
Oh, the chick. I remember the little waitress chick here.
Oh, she's awesome too.
Got some
Oh,
envelopes.
she's the hottest. Look at those Kanskis.
We will in a minute.
Got some big ass teeth though, too.
I never noticed the teeth. Sorry, Zeus.
You say teeth or teeth?
All of them.
Either way, they're big. They're big.
Like Gene doesn't look bad there, right?
Oh, he does. He looks cool. Turn up a bit so we can hear the
Yeah.
Dialogue.
There it is.
Ooh. Women.
The snake goes up.
Oh, geez.
Look at
The
the
cameraman.
cameraman.
Envelopes.
Oh, geez. Amazing.
Little
Man.
Tracy Lords look-alike.
Totally, yeah. This is how it was in the 80s, though. You go to Kiss's house, even the cameraman gets laid. Oh, God. This is one of Paul's ridiculous soliloquies.
Nut habits. Love that. What? Does he mean like girls praying?
Happy girls. She's on the cover of that one behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at Paul's glasses. My God.
You know?
Look at their drinks.
Once again, in my mind, Paul's banged every one of these girls, and none of them
Easily.
know the other one's getting banged.
Easily.
When in reality, Gene has.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And you've heard of.
I love Paul's 501s here. You know, the real tight ones?
Yeah.
Oh, when he's standing in the corner here, coming out.
Yes. He's wearing his 501s. You
Look
know,
at this.
tight ones with a button up fly.
It's like the Blair Witch Project. He's stuck in the corner there for a minute.
That chick sticks a fucking knife through the back of his head.
Yeah.
This is terrible Gene look.
What is up?
Gene at his worst.
Why does Gene have a receding hairline? What is that?
He looks like my kids when they were little, when I used to literally cut their bangs like that high out of their face.
The only takeaway for me as a bass player is, oh, that fucking Spectre is beautiful.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It just the hairline. The fucking Kramer is terrible.
It's terrible.
It looks like he walked too close to an open flame.
He probably did.
He did many times, but he wasn't breathing fire at this point.
Yeah.
It is the Larry Fine of the Three Stooges hairdo. The side shit is going out and the top is missing.
Can I just point something out? Who built this stage set here? There's like ladders and there's like swashbuckling pirate sails and there's lush
I don't know, but all I can say
palm
is
trees and
it looks like fucking Gene Shalit did everyone's hair.
Gene Shalit.
Yeah, this
name. Oh, come on,
think-
Paul. You
I
sad?
love that. That's the best.
Here's what I think. I think Paul did all the other three guys' hair so he could be assured that he would look the coolest.
Yeah.
I always loved Eric's hair in
Eric
the
was
80s,
cool,
though.
yeah.
I always loved his hair.
And once again, BK's right there.
Bruce wins, I think.
Yeah, Bruce is right there, man. Keep on too. Bruce is like 6'5".
And he wins. He's the coolest looking one there.
Well, second. Paul's still the coolest. Paul always wins.
Look at the gloves ruin it.
No, I look for those
the
gloves online.
The gloves
Do you-
make it.
Do you
Aren't
know?
those honestly Macho Man Savage fucking gloves? Seriously.
Do you know how hard it is to find neon green tassel gloves in the middle of Austin in the middle of the night?
Okay, but it's probably harder to match it with that pink jacket. So lose one of
I
them.
tried. I'm still trying. If any of your listeners find a pair of neon green spandex gloves with tassels, please buy them and send them to Zeus at Shout Out Loud Fan Club.
Ah, he did it again.
Again, he did it again. It shouted out Loudcast. God damn it.
Never gonna happen, bro.
Bruce has got like a sex scene there in the shower.
It's one of the greatest Bruce Kulick solos of all time. I remember my friends freaking out over that solo when I was in high school.
It might be.
When he did that thing like this with his hands there.
Oh, that is incredible. That is just incredible.
So listen,
And that volcano goes on. Who built this? What is this?
I actually have video from Creatures Fest. We were on stage doing sound check, and Bruce was up there, and I'm filming myself just saying something, and Bruce just did a lick from the solo of this, and I just stopped talking and smiled.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my God, that.
That is one of the great solos of this era.
By far.
Oh, yeah.
It's a giant jump for no apparent reason.
Look at the face.
And he's got the lips, the pursed lips.
It's the best. 501s, you know, the real tight ones.
Great ad-libbing. Paul's ad-libs at the end of this and his riffing is just fucking...
Look at
That's
that.
the best, dude.
I love
The
that.
fucking
Oh, here we go.
What? Well, now watch the interview guy. Watch him go, all right, here we go. Wrap it up. Watch.
This guy.
Great story, Gene.
Yeah, that was a bad story, Gene.
Wasn't one of the rumors that the name is going to be somebody threw out fuck?
Yeah.
In the back of the limo. Fuck.
Yep.
No.
That's their next party.
And of course, he's got a girl dressed like she's Christine 16.
Yeah.
Part of Gene's pedophile trilogy.
Yeah.
Going Blind, Kristen 16, and Domino.
Domino.
You can't cancel him, can you?
No, you can't. He's like Kid Rock. You can't cancel me.
Are those white shoes he's got on?
Lick it up. Yeah, with orange prints.
Dude,
Oh.
this is still fucking cool.
This video, when they reveal Vinny's face,
Just the riff and them walking, it works.
I always wanted to see Lick It Up and All Hell's Breaking Loose versus She's Got the Looks That Kill and Too Young to Fall in Love.
Yeah.
It's the same fucking set, right?
The Walking Dead.
I just want them to run into each other and start a big fight.
yeah, but
But
those
I'll tell
Motley
you
Crue,
though,
but those Motley Crue videos have Tommy Lee doing karate. I mean,
Well, yeah, but you got fucking Vinny Vincent here. He's so insane. He'd make their heads explode with a 47-minute shitty solo.
Yeah.
He is the least masculine man I've ever seen. Look at him. Look at him.
Boy, how prophetic are those words?
Look at Eric Carr
Exactly.
in the frame.
You walked right into that one.
Eric Carr.
Gene Simmons. Here's the thumb. Yeah, there it is.
there it is. There's the gif. Look how
Paul's got quite the moose knuckle. You guys know what a moose
Yes.
knuckle is?
Oh, yes, we do.
Oh,
Yes.
So I can see it.
I don't know if that was a Canadian term or not.
Dude,
I
this
love
is
Vinny's shirt in this too. Every 80s rock band had to have the flag of the rising sun on their fucking cutoff t-shirt.
Yeah.
You're right. That was
No,
such
you're right.
an 80s thing for some
So
reason.
cliche, right?
Yep.
Martini.
Yes, I think even fucking Loudness had it. They're like, oh, we'll just embrace it. Who gives a shit? What do
This
you
is
want to do?
literally
Put on a
like-
fucking American flag?
Talk about a cliche.
This is the Walking Dead set list. I mean, set. This is what it looks like. Like they
They're
just
eating-
came up with it before them.
They're eating like fucking army rations out of a tube.
Yeah.
It's astronaut food.
So just because it's the post-apocalypse, does that make you a fucking slob? You got to get food all over your face? Save that shit, man. It's fucking hard to find.
It's
He's
just
gonna
such a
pick it up.
it is such a weird concept, these videos, all hell's breaking loose, and like the apocalyptic it's such a weird thing for them to.
But that's what I'm saying. But it was the same as fucking Motley Crue.
Yeah.
Same as Scorpions. Same as Crocus. Like the post-apocalyptic
Yeah.
heavy metal theme.
Yeah.
Was
Mad
such a trope.
Max shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the flames and
I
all
love
the
that.
destruction.
That
and
little
shit. Yeah.
hand gesture that Vinny does on his little quick, not even the solo. I don't even know what you call this, but
One of the coolest licks ever.
Yeah.
Here's what I love about this. It's the tastefulness to not do a solo
Yes.
for their first single in 1983 when it was all about solos.
That's right.
That restraint is pretty fucking badass. Think about that, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
It's true.
It's a bold move, especially
It
with a
is.
guitar player who does nothing but fucking solo.
That's right.
And we know too now they have a solo over it, that Bruce put one over and Tommy put one there. But fuck, it just blows my mind. I was thinking about it the other day. They actually had the balls, and the record company and the producer gave them or maybe it was the producer's idea to give them the fucking latitude to not put a solo in this song.
I think it was more the mentality, hey, we're not giving you a solo because you're new. You haven't earned it yet.
No, it's got nothing to do with that. It's for the song, because I'll tell you what, guess what they did on their next big single? Heaven's on Fire.
No solo.
No solo. It was a mindset they had.
Yeah, but it was all
you never know.
guitar players, though. They're not going to share the spotlight.
But they could have got fucking Rick Dillinger to play it. Who gives a shit?
Rick Dillinger.
Dude, how many times have we heard different
Oh,
versions of
yeah,
this?
exactly. But back in '87, we had never heard this story before.
Yeah, probably.
You know,
It was a great.
I like how Paul's got his Trixter plaid on. Is this where we got the ideas from, PJ?
Yeah.
Look at the guy.
Look at his face.
He's awesome.
Watch Marty Feldman's face during this.
Oh my God.
My uncle's a raft.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a real Paul laugh. Very rare.
Yeah, carry on. Carry on.
Very rare. That's a Paul.
You get that?
This is great.
Thanks, Ferris Bueller.
How's that?
Exactly.
Paul's the fucking best, man.
He is.
Paul's cool. He's the best.
This is the best. When
wow, there's actually I forgot there's tits in this.
Oh, there's some nudity there.
I forgot about that.
This
is
nudity.
I forgot.
Here
now
comes
we
the
see
nudity.
them. Now we see them.
I love her.
That Tracy Lords.
When you
Here they
get off
come.
and howl.
Tape had a pause.
There we go.
There you go.
Look how hot she is. What was the name of the chick that banged Sam Kinison and the fucking preacher?
Jessica.
Jessica Hahn.
Jessica Hahn.
Jessica Hahn.
I love how they just fucking pulled the tits out on the home video.
Like watch how long Gene smiles into the camera.
He's got a joke.
PJ, this is so great. You're right.
Hold on, let's do it.
He smiles into the camera though. Doesn't even blink. Watch.
You're right. Watch.
Guy walks in the doctor with a bump on it.
Watch Gene. Not even a blink.
Still not blinking.
Nothing. I'm going to tell the joke that Gene told there because Gene told the same joke on Talk Is Jericho. A guy walks into the doctor's office with a frog on his head. Doctor says, "What's wrong?" The frog says, "It started with a bump on my ass." As told on he told that joke on Talk Is Jericho, by the way. That's a fucking true story.
I love it.
It's a great joke.
Wasn't that episode like didn't you have like him on like 200 or 300 or those just Paul?
He's been on 2 or 3 times. One of them was Paul was episode 200 anniversary, I think, and Gene was number 300, not to be outdone. And then Paul was number 500, so Paul's winning right now.
Why is a little person in this video?
Why not? It's post-apocalyptic.
Hey, that's not little. That's Eric.
Eric Singer. Can I get a job soon?
I didn't say that.
We did. It's okay.
I did. It's okay. He's folding laundry right now. He'll be back. Dude, I'm sorry, but I fucking love this song. This
I
is
do
one
too.
Of
You
Paul's
don't
best
have to
choruses.
You don't have to apologize. The song's incredible.
This fucking the riff, the chorus is off the charts.
Once again, what a strange and interesting experiment for them. There was no rap rock back in this time frame.
Absolutely right.
Is it possible that Kiss did the first rap rock song?
You know where they got it from?
Where?
Blondie.
Rapture. Rapture. That's right.
Yeah, but if you think about it, though, at the end of the song, she just raps. It's not a mixture. It's not in the song. It's just like, let me go rap at the end.
It's an influence.
Yeah.
It worked. It fucking worked.
I want to give Paul some credit.
They saw it.
Well, Paul took it and turned it into like a rock thing where Blondie was pop. And
I like the jacket on Paul.
What are you talking about? Of course, that's where. What do you think they are?
Look at the fucking coat. I love that.
Who else is involved in this song? Is it just Paul and Eric, or is there somebody else? Vinny,
of course. The riff.
There's no Desmond. At this point.
No.
And all 4, a rare case of all 4 members contributing to a song. Interesting.
And the solo fucking rips.
The solo's incredible.
So melodic, so fucking badass.
I mean,
This is the good side of Vinnie Vincent in this solo. For sure.
Yep.
It's that. And then Paul, when he comments into the solo, take it. That's just fucking awesome. And then Vinny just rips. Oh, it's awesome.
Dude, and then you get these like caged, this like caged heat right here.
The little
this is when
part there.
Tommy Lee was like, I can do this.
Dude, you get these chicks like fencing. Like, what the hell are we doing here?
I love that little harmony part on the solo. It's great.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Vinny playing that Pink Jackson that he's going to make famous on the VBI record.
I know that's true. I wonder if he ever imagine that back in '83. Like, Jesus, that became so iconic for Vinny.
Yeah, he's already plotting his escape because if you notice, it's a great solo, but they only gave him 4 bars.
That's right.
Once again, Michael James Jackson had a fucking iron hand on these guys.
Yep.
Besides the fact that he had the dumb idea of being called Michael Jackson in the music business. That one's taken, my friend.
That's true.
Basketball. Go. My name is Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going into hockey. My name's Wayne Gretzky. How's it going?
My name is Jay Gretzky.
So you got to be Wayne James Gretzky.
Wayne J. Gretzky.
Let me ask you guys a quick question. Have you guys ever met anybody in the world ever with the last name of Gretzky between the 4 of us?
Never.
Combined 200 years on this planet. Never.
Nope.
What about Mom?
Never.
What about what?
Momstein.
Never.
But that sounds like a Swedish hockey player.
Good call. I'm sure there's a Malmsteen. There ain't no other Isermans, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. That's true.
Are you sure about that?
I don't know. Let's go. Oh, here comes the droll butler.
I love this guy.
Hobson.
That was the line of the night by PJ. The droll butler. Is there any other kind?
Yahoo.
Beat it, Yahoo.
That was a cut down back in the day.
Hey, he's not so
good, Paul.
Is he? Oh, listen to this. This is where they would totally get canceled. Listen to what Gene says.
Terrible.
Right?
Gene will fuck the fat girls. He don't
All
give a
you
shit.
fat girls.
Oh, he wasn't saying it as a knockdown because
He loves fat girls.
No, he loves anything.
Oh, yeah, the bigger the cushion, the better the pushing.
So
what he
says
says.
David St. Hubbins.
Yeah.
Or so I have read. They're just grasping at straws right now. We need more time, guys.
I was just going to say they're filling.
They're doing this more.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
you know, all of it fucking worked. Like I was on every word every time I watched.
This is still one of my all-time favorite videos.
Did you ever
That's the
see
guy from
this?
Hold on. That father's the guy from the beginning of the show that got the pie thrown in his face.
I think it's Howard,
that is what's in
It's
it.
the same guy. It's Howard Marks.
It's Howard Marks. Yeah, you're
that
right.
kid's wearing his Levi's, the 501s. You know, the real tight
He's got
ones.
the comb in his back pocket.
The best part of this video is the Beavis and Butthead clip when they do it.
Yeah, exactly.
These guys are pretty good for a bunch of mimes.
Old people.
Old people are cool.
Yeah. I didn't know this existed until I saw Exposed.
I saw they played this on Solid Gold, guys.
Really?
Yes.
I never saw this video. I
remember the phone melting. One of my earliest memories.
Yes.
Of course.
Can I just point out one thing of Paul's line earlier? People say we're fascist. I said that's one of the slowest videos we've ever done. It's not fast. Terrible line.
So bad.
Terrible line. Just
like this ace move. Here it is. Boom. Right off this leg.
Gene came in and saved it with all you fat chicks out there.
Yeah.
Some people say this video is fascist. It's one of the slowest videos we've ever done. Terrible.
Off.
Now right now, everybody looks awesome. This is one of, in my opinion, Ace's worst looks. He's got like the one.
He was out.
He was out.
Paul's not much better.
No, but the fitted jumpsuit that Ace is wearing, it's terrible.
But Tommy's out.
I know.
He's out of the band, right?
He didn't even know the song. Yeah.
Was he just like contractually obligated to be in the video or something like that? Wasn't that the case?
Now, meanwhile, it's one of Gene's greatest looks.
Yeah. There's Howard Marks right there.
I disagree. I don't think Ace's look is terrible. It's not his best, but it's not terrible.
Really?
There it is.
How do they do that? How do they melt the phone?
The melting phone.
This is the beginning of Ace doing the stupid thumb move, though. If you notice in the video.
What do you mean stupid? It's trademark.
Oh, it's fucking. Hey. It's fucking.
But I'll tell you what, in this video, Paul has never looked more like Billy Crystal in Spinal Tap. Mine is money.
Mime is money. Do the dead bird.
Oh God. Do we know who the mom is in that video? Is she anybody famous?
Howard Marks' wife, probably.
Yeah, maybe. Right.
Yeah. Lynette Marks, I think is her name. And the kid is Marky Marks. It's fucked up and weird.
Look how badass Gene looks, huh?
That's so good. So good.
Look how badass. If you were still into Kiss, and not a lot of people were at this point, after seeing the atrocities of Shandy and all that bullshit, and then this comes out, you'd be like, holy shit.
Chris,
that's crazy.
Chris, that is exactly what happened to me when I saw this. When this video came out, I had kind of checked out a little bit of.
Most people had, yeah.
And when I saw this video, I was so like re-energized as a Kiss fan. I was like, holy fuck!
Me too. I checked out the fucking Elder. I don't think I've ever did that all the way through. I cannot get through it. I just can't. I told you guys via text. I'm like, I can't believe that at some point when they were recording this record, the halfway point, they said, yeah, let's keep going. What the fuck do you think?
If anybody ever says The Elder's a good record, put on the Odyssey, listen to it with a straight face, and get back to me. Because you can't. You will fucking start. There's a little squishy man in a cloud of a bouquet. There's a little fish with a bow tie baby. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I like the evilness of this. That's creepy. Oh, look at that.
So good. So good.
And the eyes.
Oh, what do we got here now?
Oh my God, he's looking for fucking Jessica Hahn.
Oh, it's the chick in the hot tub, yeah.
She that is not a 2-seater. That's about a 10-seater. That's what my hotel has now.
Yeah.
You got the cascading rock wall flowing?
I do, but it's with the heads of Hillary and Linda stuck in the side. Hillary and Linda, switch places now. That's nice for Chrissy. So what? Same with me. Go fuck yourself. Still bagging on these guys.
Still shitting on Peter.
Yeah.
Poor Peter.
They already shot on Ace.
Shot on a turtle.
Limos. Look at that guy's face.
He seems like he's like legit. It's like he's legitimately entertained right now.
He's always cleaning his glasses.
Yeah, yeah.
He looks like a cross between Donnie V and Marty Feldman.
That's a good call.
Donnie V. That's a good call.
Donnie V.
Or Donnie Iris.
You guys got to go check out the movie Jekyll and Hyde Together again.
Okay.
The concept of the movie is this guy, played by the interviewer, is a scientist who invents this type of cocaine that when he snorts, it turns him into fucking Dr. Jekyll.
Okay.
A movie that could only be made in the 80s.
Cocaine?
Cocaine.
Isn't that all of the cocaine? Doesn't all cocaine do that? Look at this. Look at this. This is
What a classic fucking. That could be one of the greatest stages of all time. Am I right?
This is my Kiss right here. This is it.
Nobody's recreated this.
That's the greatest. To me, this is the peak right here. The friggin' Love Gun Alive 2 tour.
So there's going to be a point in time the camera pans to Gene and he flashes his tongue like a fucking 100 times a minute. The biggest image I have of I Stole Your Love.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, that movie is available for rent on Amazon for $2.99.
There you go.
Jekyll and Hyde together again, and the description says Dr. Jekyll inhales white powder and becomes an obnoxious Southern Californian. That's the description.
That's what they do.
The subtitle is anybody who's ever done cocaine.
And it's $2.99 on Amazon.
That's the same description of the decline of Western civilization.
Yeah, right.
It's also
right
called the 80s metal scene.
That's it right there. That's it.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Please.
Honestly, all jokes aside, why the fuck is I Stole Your Love not in Kiss's set every fucking show since it was written?
I think, Chris, it is the most criminal.
I agree.
Omission from the set list of every song. And it's not just because I love the song. I think it is one of the most incredible openers. I know people love Detroit Rock City and Deuce and whatever, but you open up a show with I Stole Your Love, fucking forget it.
But you put it anywhere. So let's take a song, let's say like Strutter or Shout Out Loud.
Yep.
They're only hits because Kiss plays them live, correct?
That's right. Yep.
Either one of those songs combined is not close to I Stole Your Love. So why not take one of those up and put this in? It's only a hit because they play it live. Kiss doesn't have hits besides Beth and Lick It Up maybe and the fucking I Was Made for Love. These are not hits. They became hits by playing them live. I Stole Your Love is one of their all-time best written songs.
Well,
best
Chris,
written songs.
Well, Chris, think about it. I would like somebody to ask Paul and be like, you thought I Stole Your Love was such a big deal. You opened up the Hot in the Shade tour with it. They opened. Now think of that. How many bands open a tour for a new album with a classic song?
But then promptly dropped it. I can't remember. I'm not sure. I'm sure they've played it a few times, but they haven't played it regularly. That should be a fucking. And I understand. Okay, like I Love It Loud. That's a Gene. War Machine is a Gene. But for the Pauls, like anytime they play Strutter, it should be this. Anytime
King Kong shit.
It's not. This is one of their best written songs.
My very first Kiss concert was the Hot in the Shade tour, and back then, obviously, there was no internet, there was no set list website.
Right.
When they came out and opened with I Stole Your Love, the entire crowd's head just exploded.
Hey, before we move on,
I remember being in Fargo in '89 after seeing them 3 times, and they opened I Stole Your Love. Holy shit!
Yep. What's
did
that?
You guys
Zeus?
Catch the fucking garter belt that Paul was wearing?
Yes, I love that. I love that.
The garter belt and the smeared lipstick that was all.
What do they got going on over here? What's going on? Oh, the boys get one more shot.
What Paul says. Hey, you taking Sonny?
Look at Gene right there, all leather. Why not wear that for the fucking Tears Are Falling video?
That's a great call because he looks good. He can pull that off.
Looks great.
Yeah, he looks.
They come down the stairs and hey, you guys want to do this with us? And Eric goes, no, we're going to the beach. Paul goes, oh, you taking Sonny?
Yeah. So this was my first introduction to Kiss, really.
Okay.
This guy with his hands on fire. I was hooked from the fucking. If there was no music, I would be hooked with this guy with his hands on fire. And I always said these guys look like they're having the best fucking time. I want to party with these cowboys.
I love this video. I love this video.
They're having so much fun, and Gene looks cool. He looks fucking cool.
They all do. You know why? Because this is before they introduced all the flashy colors.
He's passable.
Taking a shit.
One of the greatest parts ever is the fucking Baby Don't Stop, Take It to the Top, eat it like a piece of cake. But then you get Paul with the mask. He pulls it down and gives the duck lips. You'll see. Here it goes. Check it out. Starting right now is one of the greatest 13 seconds of video history. Keep going. Done. The best. The fucking best. I don't want to hear it. That's the best. Like Like,
the whole band looks good here.
That's what I'm saying. They look like the coolest guys, just having the most fun, just making out with chicks and underneath the piano. I'd never kissed a chick in my life with this kid, but he's kissing a chick under a piano and he's walking out of a shower.
The chicks are singing the lyrics.
Now,
That's
now, Chris or PJ, when Kiss plays this song now in makeup, does that bother you?
No.
Okay.
No, not really.
Okay.
They should be playing this song because, once again, this is Kiss's best written song from this era. It's better than Tears. It's better than Hide. It's better than Crazy Nights. It's the best written song.
I think you're right. It's one of their best songs. Period.
Agreed.
I love this song.
I can see how. Look, I'm a musician. I get it all on a profound level. But if I was just a Kiss fan and not a musician, I could see where it might be like, why are you playing this when you could be playing King of the Nighttime World or fucking Do You Love Me or
oh my God. Take Do You Love Me and shove it up your fucking ass. Sick of that song.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
I like that song.
Sick of it.
I like that song.
This is the best fucking tune.
I will tell you, watching these videos in this era and looking at it, look at the fun that you have. You feel it differently than you hear him
as Chris L from Pot of Thunder said, this is the fucking height of bacchanalia in Kiss's history.
He's right.
Bacchanalia. So much bacchanalia going on right here.
It's a great word.
Here you go, Chris.
Look at this. So I always love that scene, and I actually did it in the quarantine video for Love's Deadly Weapon. Almost fucking broke my ribs when we got the shot. Am I right, PJ? Did I almost break my fucking ribs?
I'll send you the outtake of this, and the thud you hear without the music is pretty scary.
It's bone breaking.
It's pretty.
You didn't jump on like a cushion or a pad like a stuntman?
You would think we would do that.
That's right.
Is that where your
you gotta
fascination
say straight as you jump through the hoop?
Yep.
But is that where your fascination of all this fire shit started?
Yes.
And then I Still Burn and your whole wizard shit you're doing now?
Yep.
There you go.
Keep it up, Zeus. I'll come to your fucking house and throw a fireball on your face.
Because you're a wizard, right? And that's where the origin is.
What are the boys?
What are doing jumping jacks for you?
What are the boys talking about here?
Go ahead.
It's real special.
Right.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Like people outside of Kiss, they'll always be members.
Look at Paul. Paul's go. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't no Cecil B. DeMille, Gene.
You see that guy? He's like, hurry up.
This guy's great.
Even his glasses.
He's always fucking with his glasses.
Number 5.
Cool.
Look at Look at this lipstick.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this live version of this. Oh my God.
I love that
good.
70s slang. We want to get down with you.
Yep.
With you. We want to get
called
down
himself
with
out.
you.
Gene looks like I think in this one he looks like he's been through a battle.
Yeah.
See, this is one of the few songs where I actually prefer the studio version because it's slower. They sped it up way too much for a live too.
I love this is one of my highlights for a live too.
I still love it. Absolutely, I still love it. But I love the rock and roll over version.
Oh,
This is
God.
one of those.
No, the energy of this is just incredible.
It is.
I used to have a problem with the fact they rhymed "You're just a jewel in the road" You want to show me your stuff? I was like, that doesn't even fucking rhyme. It took me like 10 years to realize, oh, it's jewel in the rough.
Yeah.
I thought, you're just a jewel in the rough.
Yeah. Dude, the most underestimated costume thing here is Paul with that love gun jacket.
Oh,
he
yeah.
always
with the choker on?
Yeah, because he always takes the jacket off. But when he has the jacket on, it's incredible.
You see that?
I know a chick that always
this is
wears
early in the set, I think.
You're right. Yeah, exactly, PJ.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know a chick that always wears a choker. Whenever I see her, I always think, oh, it looks Paul Stanley. Like it's fucking hot. Paul Stanley wore one. I wore a choker in my early years in Japan wrestling.
Oh,
and they said, take it off. Yeah, I wore a sequin choker for a stadium show in Yokohama.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Didn't go over well, but I did wear one. I'll find it in picture.
Dude, Peter looks awesome here. This is my favorite look.
They all do.
And he's just in the groove. He's all coked out of his mind, and he's just fucking going and happy as hell.
Here's my favorite thing, Zeus, and I agree with you on this. He's just coked out of his mind. If we were all in the same room and I brought out a bag of fucking Coke and said, let's all do Coke and do the show, you'd be like, God, Chris, stop. Come on, man. We're not going to do that. But yet we're all like, he's so fucking coked up. It's awesome.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, hear this. Jesus. Oh, more tits. I love exposed.
Oh, there we go. Yes.
Here it comes.
This is great. They spent the last 50 grand on the underwater camera.
Turn off the camera.
Guys, I got a deal on an underwater camera. How can we use it? I got an idea. The best is Paul here.
Paul's swimming up like the Nirvana baby.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, PJ.
Paul actually sued Paul for showing his wiener in the Nirvana thing. Tits everywhere, hot asses. Paul's chest, what a sweater. It's amazing.
Incredible.
Look, this is one of my favorite parts of this. Paul is so good right now. Watch.
Here it comes. This is the best.
This is the best part of the whole thing.
I agree.
The Paul Stanley workout. For clean minds for clean bodies and dirty minds. Trying to open her legs and they close again.
Open, close.
And I love how they play I Was Made for Loving You.
Open.
Dude, look at his outfit.
It's the worst outfit ever.
Great.
It's like one of Elton John's outfits that never got finished.
Oh, God.
Remember that rumor?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Rod Stewart passed out on stage. He pumped his stomach. There was 3 ounces of cum.
Yeah, he blew like 40 fucking sailors, they said. I know.
They have it for Bon Jovi.
Yep. Look at this guy rolling up his fucking tie. Like,
you know, this was filmed like 4 days later.
Oh, totally.
This is basically the end of the show right here. This is like,
it's like 5 minutes. Yeah.
Last.
It's like 5 minutes.
Gene looks pretty hot right there. He's a good looking guy.
Hot.
At least he doesn't have the receding hairline.
Come a little bit closer, babe.
You know that he's like, you have to show my tongue if we're going to do this video.
Gene, we need to kill some more time.
Yep.
This fucking choker he's got on.
Slow motion.
Oh.
They should have put Almost Human in there. Boom, we're good. Boom, boom. I'm almost human.
All right, Gene, enough. We get it.
I'm almost human.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go,
But
baby.
the way to end it, you got to end it
Love
with this one.
Do you remember when they did the video for this?
I was just
This
gonna
became
say.
a video.
Did they release a video for Rock and Roll Night with clips from the
It was
whole
clips.
exposed
Yes.
video, right?
It was all
Yep.
clips. Yep.
Like, look at him. He looks like he's been in a fucking battle royal. He's all
Get blood
fucked
all
up.
over his face. I love it.
Yep. So good.
They're rolling the credits here, just so you guys.
Of course, boy, it's a show closer.
Yep.
I just remember in the video they showed the Ace Frehley puppet. Where are they now? They show them strumming the guitars.
Yeah.
Yep.
They show the tongue. Producers, Len Eppend. Where's Len Eppend these days? I wonder. Wonder if Len is still with us.
Google him.
Oh, he's directed and edited. We got a good deal on Claude Burnswig.
Burnswig.
Sorry, I thought it was Claude.
It's
Claude
not
Julian.
It's not Claude.
Screenplay. They actually had a screenplay, like
David Greenberg.
like it's an Academy Award-winning film.
There's a lot of people from the tribe involved in this movie.
I was going to say it's a distant relative. Distant relative.
Sorry, Claude is back. Claude Burnswig. Oh, and Lenny Eppend, and David Greenberg. Wow, they're all working. Gene
and Paul.
And Paul.
I'm getting producer credits.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is a full tribe.
Full tribe.
Oh my gosh.
Director of photography. Joseph
Kiss Jr.
Joseph Yako.
They should have put Joseph Kiss Jr. That would have been fucking great.
Oh, the third. His great grandson directed it.
Eric Luftglass on assistant director. That's the second Eric Luftglass reference to this week, PJ.
I know.
Look at these terrible credits. They're like fucking
UHF. It's like high school, like audio video class.
I know,
shit.
Weird Al Yankovic.
Somebody
management.
Glickman Marks. That's the guy. Marks.
Yep.
Howard Marks.
Someone from the AV department come and spell check this.
Someone from the AV department, please take the fucking VHS on the rack back to the department room.
The guys from Stranger Things, the AV club.
Right.
Still doing it.
Yeah, it's great, man.
But that's when he used to break them.
Oh, he doesn't even break them.
Pre-broke. No, they're already kind of cracked.
They're already cracked.
See those chicks with the blood in the front? They had blood all over their face. Gene was spitting blood on them.
Well, I think we can all agree that this was a tent pole of home music videos for sure. And
no doubt.
It was the middle tent pole.
Absolutely.
Even now, if this came out, we would be fucking like, holy shit. But this came out with nothing.
Yeah.
And
I would love to
was
see
going
them
on.
do another one like this.
You can also say Paul's homage to Roger Daltrey by spinning the microphone
Spinning it around his neck.
And back.
Yep. Yep.
Now they just go back to this. Mark Blankfield. Howard Marks. I knew it. Howard Marks.
Well, the butler has a
Christine Marjorie Miller. She's hot as fuck.
Do you see that? Record executive unconscious in pool.
Exactly.
Sonny Crockett.
Mouse.
Look at that X-Kiss.
X-Kiss.
Wow. What a way
is
to
that a
put
cut
it.
down or is that cool? I don't even know.
X-Kiss.
The fact that even the underwater Ramsey Telly had a good time there under the water.
The boom.
I think it's cool they gave the guys the X-Kiss a credit at least.
Yeah.
Well, they have to.
They could have said Kiss. They could have said Kiss rejects.
Fired Kiss members appearing.
Yeah. Fired Kiss members who we own the rights to their makeup.
Animal Wrangler.
That's for Sonny the fucking monkey.
Are we paying
Special thanks, Dick? Are we paying for this Asher?
Bob, don't call me
Marks.
Don Jameson.
Incidental music. I like that. Okay.
Who's writing the incidental music?
Gray Hall. Beverly Hills.
Oh, they have the actual breakdown of all the songs and video clips.
Yep.
Of course, they got to. Credits, baby. Credits.
Michael
People
James
actually
Jackson.
watched this back then. Back then, we all used to sit there and watch all this. Like we are now.
How about John Beauvoir having a couple of fucking songwriting credits?
I know. Vincent Cusano. There you go.
So they said Thrills in the Night. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did they play it in this?
Maybe it may have been in the background of one of the
background,
scenes or
maybe.
something.
I'll be back, Lennon McCartney.
That's that.
And if it did, it slipped past me for 40 years.
Yeah.
I'm sure Paul and Yoko gave permission to use I'll Be Back Again on the fucking Kiss Exposed video.
There it is.
Technically, that Thrills in the Night was out by then, so they should have put it in.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
Hold on, is this a Marvel Studios?
Yeah.
It's like an end
Volume
credit
1,
scene.
you ain't seen nothing yet.
Coming to your town.
I like that. And there you have it.
That's
There
it.
it is. What a great one. That was awesome.
Wow. Excellent work. Woo.
I'm telling you, there was nothing like it back then. Nothing.
The best. It was the best.
For a kid
I
that only
literally-
had memories of Kiss, and to see that in 87 again, be like, holy shit. I saw this when I was 5 or 7. I didn't remember it well. And seeing that and the stuff that was out then, like Tears Have Fallen and the Who Wants to Be Lonely videos and shit like that, blew my mind.
So good. I would recite that dialogue like I sang the songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once again, it really does hold up as just a real entertaining piece. And, you know, here we are, fucking hell, 35.
We don't do math on the show, Chris.
36 years later.
Yeah.
I mean, think about where I always say this, like if we were, you know, we are music fans. So let's imagine 1966 and we love the guitar stylings of, I don't know, George Harrison. And then Hendrix comes out in 67. It's like, what the fuck is this? It's the same with this video. Like in 87, nobody had any of this stuff on YouTube, on bootleg. So to see the Winterland show or the Rio show or any of that stuff, you know, I Stole Your Love from a random, whatever, 77 and whatever it was from, that alone was worth its weight in gold. But if you were more of a non-makeup guy like I was and still am, the backstage shit was fucking brilliant. So
it's incredible.
It really is a great soup to nuts history archive here.
And you know what, though? They also knew that I think we wouldn't have expected any less than something like this.
Yeah.
You know, with the extent they went to for you know, just all the dialogue and all that stuff. And nobody was doing stuff like that. But that's why Kiss is Kiss, because they went the extra mile. Nobody else did that for a long time.
And I think another reason we mentioned that Thrills in the Night video wasn't on here. What was that video? It was a fucking compilation of stuff from Kiss Animalized Uncensored. You know, it didn't really need it. Like, they went above. I don't know what the budget for this was. I don't know what it cost. It could have been $5,000. It could have been $500,000. But they really
probably $250,000.
Probably
you could have done it for 20 today.
But this is also Kiss when they didn't have a lot of cash. You got to remember, if you ever read that Kiss and Sell book, they were literally doing records so they could do a tour, so they get the Winterland merchandise guarantee.
Right, but also they also had a record deal that had a promo budget, and there was money there.
But it was all about Winterland giving us, they're going to give us $1 million merch deal on the tour, which is precedented on the record. So they do a record to do a tour to get the merch money was the end game.
Of course. It always is.
But that's why they put out a record every year. Think about it. 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. Then they got to that point where they wanted to get Ron Nevison. We all know the story. But the fact that they actually, they spent some cash when they didn't have a lot to go the extra mile to put out something special. They could have just put out their videos, the Asylum videos. We probably still would have bought it. But this was, they did something special that made it a classic Kiss a moment.
Yeah. And Chris, like you said, we talked about it earlier. This is when they started to kind of knock on the door of the classic era, because this comes out in 87. 2 years later, they release Hot in the Shade. And then remember the Rise to It video. It shows them pretending to be backstage in the 70s with the makeup. And then on the tour, they open with I Stole Your Love.
But I'll agree with you on that but let me say this.
Yeah.
Crazy Nights tour, I saw opening band Anthrax. They opened with Love Gun. They played, I think, and you can Google it, I think they played 13 songs with 2 solos or 3 solos. Okay. They were fucking bare bones on the Crazy Nights tour.
Yep.
Then Hot in the Shade, that's when they went, Because so we know Animalized tour, we know it was like basically 9 non-makeup, 5 makeup. Crazy Nights was the same set, except for just like Bang Bang You and Crazy Nights were included.
Yep.
Hot in the Shades, when they went to like 20 songs, they went back to, and then they had the Leon, the Sphinx, and all that stuff. Crazy Nights did fuck all. They went to Japan with no pyro, no sign. There's a bootleg Crazy Nights in Tokyo. They don't even have the fucking Kiss sign. They had nothing.
That. I know.
Right. So you're right. They were starting to get back in the groove, but this opened the door for them.
Yeah.
To start going back to their past, which I think they realized it's inevitable. It might not be this year or next year or 5 years, but we're going to have to go back here.
Yep. Perfect. Guys, this has been a blast. I mean, we wouldn't want to do this with anybody else. A way to kick off our 2023. So Chris, PJ, you guys rock. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been a blast. So thank you guys.
Can I put on my host hat for 1 second?
Yeah, put on your host hat.
And thank you guys we had a bunch of schedules, but before we go, what is your favorite scene from Kiss Exposed?
Oh God.
Okay, so you're saying like clip or like the silly stuff?
In the 90 minutes that we just watched, what's your favorite part? And you could say the Winterland 75, whatever it is. What's your favorite part?
For me, it's a combination of Paul on the bed with all the girls and the monkey, and then
all the girls and the monkey,
and then the Winterland clip. I could see that Winterland clip every day for the rest of my life and never get tired of it. It's the greatest. But that Paul on the bed with all the chicks and the monkey is just insane.
PJ, for me, it's a toss up between one of my most quoted lines is "Cutie's out, Paul, edit her out." That or when Gene just has the tape of I forget what he goes, "Here, put this on." It's just the weirdest little thing, but it's one of my favorite things.
My favorite is Paul's breakfast speech.
Oh God!
Like a breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and it's the only meal I eat all day. And you got to have your roughage because I'm a pretty rough guy.
That's such a bad line.
Now, being that you said that, how funny is that when we went to when we did Love's a Deadly Weapon, I'm like, guys, first of all, we have this quarantine text thread, and I'm like, we're getting ready to do this video, right? I'm like, guys, we got to open the video. We have to do the breakfast scene where we're sitting there reading the thing, and we all go, I'm a pretty rough guy and all this stuff. And blah, blah. We got to do that. And then boom, cut right into the song. Nobody responded to me. I'm like, fuck, I thought that was brilliant. Literally nobody said shit. I go, are you kidding? Nobody liked that idea? And then literally 3 months later, we go to do the video. We're all in Florida. We're going to do it at Chris's house. And I'm sitting there having dinner with Joe. And I'm like, I can't believe nobody responded to my idea to do this. He goes, what? I go, yeah, we got to do the fucking, roughage and that whole breakfast scene, the beginning of that video. He goes, I didn't see that. And then I mentioned it again, and Chris goes, I didn't see that either.
Oh,
I go,
no.
Dude, scroll back 55 pages of our text. I go,
that's the thing.
Nobody saw it. It's the greatest thing. And we literally came up with that. Like, it was like a day or two before. It was a day before the video. We planned it all out, and then we did it. I'm like, I'm so glad that I brought that up again because it was such a fucking great thing.
So
I think it's one of those
awesome.
things where there was like, everyone's texting at the same time. And they just go,
You miss it. You miss them. Yeah.
But I love that. Did you eat only when it's fresh? And then from the live stuff, I Stole Your Love from whatever 77,
Yeah,
whatever the fuck it
77.
was. Like, it blew my mind.
Zeus,
How
what about you?
Zeus?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say there's a part, and I think it might be with yours, PJ, when Gene's like, play this, that the host has this like stupid, like amazed look on his face where he's like, like whatever he's telling him to do. And then I would definitely say the thing that stays with me is watching that Kiss, New Brazil, Kiss.
Oh, yeah.
And then Kiss, Brazil, go like this, and I Love It Loud, and like 100,000 people going back to him. That is insane. That was my favorite. And the whole video is just legendary, and it really introduced Kiss. Like, made me become a Kiss tard all over again. Right
Totally.
after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. So, guys, thank you so much.
Guys, you're the best.
Appreciate it.
Zeus got to go to hockey practice.
Yeah, I have a practice at 9:10. Yes. So, thank you, boys. We'll see you next time.
All right, guys. Take care.
Thanks to Joseph Kiss Sr. for allowing this to happen.
All right, so that's Kiss Exposed with Chris and PJ. Tons of fun. I mean, anytime you're watching Kiss Exposed, you're going to have a blast, okay? But when you're watching it with those guys, especially Jericho, who like adores that era and everybody knows that video inside and out, it was just a ton of fun, and what a way to start off our new season.
Yeah, you can like tell the excitement those two guys have talking about this. And as we start, you can tell PJ says to us, like, are we going to play the video, or do you want us just to do it for you?
Right, because they know it. Yep.
Inside out. And it's funny because we're all from different eras. Like, I didn't know Tom when this came out.
Right.
PJ and Chris aren't friends. We're all from different areas.
Yep.
And yet we all like gravitated towards this video and all found different things. And like little kids, we were all like, oh my God, there's tits, there's boobs. Oh my God. And we're all like, yeah, I really remember this when we were young.
Yep.
Getting this video. It's just a lot of fun. There's so much there to go over. And obviously you heard it. In doing this with friends and guys that really appreciate Kiss and this era specifically, man, that was just a fun and a memorable episode for us.
Yeah, and it's funny because Zeus and I has always talked. I'm like, we're 200 episodes into our podcast. We have not done Exposed. How is that possible? So so we banked it. We said, all right, this is going to be too big of a thing to just throw in, in the middle of November or the middle of whatever. Let's start off the year with it. So we've had this kind of sitting there waiting to drop for you guys to start off the new year. So we hope you guys had as much fun listening as we did too. So watch along as you listen to us, because it's a ton of fun. You can hear like the giddiness, like PJ did that clip when Gene is doing the bass with the blood spit, and PJ's like, everybody stop talking, just listen. And it's just like you said, it's like we're 10 years old again. It's so much fun.
And Tom, this falls under the category of a documentary.
Yes.
So we have our rankings.
Yep.
We've done 7 previous ones. We've done Kiss Confidential, Second Coming, Eric Carr Story, Kiss Breaking the Band, A&E Biography, Kiss Frontman Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley Reels, and Kiss Story of Their Songs by Reels. Do you have your ranking?
I do. So starting from the bottom, so that's 7 videos we've done. I have the Eric Carr Story at 7, Kiss frontmen Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley at 6, Kiss Story of Their Songs at 5, Second Coming at 4, Kiss Breaking the Band at 3, Kiss Confidential at 2, and the A&E Biography at number 1. Let's be serious. Kiss Exposed is going number 1. I mean, it's going to be very difficult, although not impossible. Hint, that this could be knocked down in the future, but right now it stands alone at number 1 for me.
Yeah. Tom, I had number 7, Kiss Frontman, number 6, Eric Carr Story, 5, Second Coming, 4, Kiss Confidential, 3, Kiss Breaking the Band, 2, Kiss Story of Their Songs, and 1 was the A&E Biography. I don't think, once you really get by A&E Biography, there's nobody that's going to even come close to challenging this. Obviously, Kiss Exposed is number 1.
Yeah. Those other ones are fun in their own way. They're entertaining. I mean, I do like Confidential because it's the revenge era, but it doesn't really stand up. But a lot of those other things are just kind of like disposable documentaries,
Yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah.
That's another one done. So, Tom, we got a question of the week?
Yes, we do. Yeah, this comes from Eric on Facebook. And his question says, guys, big fan of the show. Kiss seems to have a problem with doing things that are new or fresh. And the only thing recently that they've done new or fresh was the Dubai New Year's Eve live stream, which ended up turning into a debacle. It seems like everything that they do for releases is anniversary, rehashes, or box sets, which we love. But in terms of things new, they don't really do that anymore. With the debacle of the DVD in Dubai, do you think that'll solidify the fact that they should just stay away from doing anything new and just continue being a legacy act?
Absolutely not. Nope. I want them to keep trying things. Look, if you keep putting out new merch and stuff, then you can put out new other musical items as well. No reason for them to stop. I hope they don't. I hope they get creative, especially since the last leg of the tour is coming around. Maybe they'll do something a little bit more interactive, or with the last show specifically.
Yeah, it's a good question. I wouldn't say that they don't do anything fresh. I mean, I wouldn't say these anniversary editions are like rehashes. I mean, they're doing like the picture discs, that they're selling merch that accompanies the vinyl, the colored vinyl, the swirl. They sell like T-shirts or lithographs or things with it. So now again, it's just taking old legacy product and repurposing it for a new audience or current day. But yeah, I mean, do I think they're going to do anything new? I don't know. I want to say yes. The set list and the stage, I don't think is ever going to change, but I hope that they continue doing things like off the soundboard. I think that's something new that they've done that people have really enjoyed. So I hope they continue doing that. I just don't want to think that they just continue not trying to do a few new things here and there. So I get his point, but let's hope that we get something a little bit fresh in 2023.
Yeah. So Tom, where can people find us?
Go to our website. We tell everybody there, shoutitoutloudcast.com. That's the place you can find all of our episodes, all of our rankings, our link to join Patreon, our link to shop at our Amazon store, which is where all of our merch is now. We now have our merch through Amazon. You can go there and check out all the T-shirts and hoodies and all that good stuff. So check that out. You can also send us messages directly through the website and comment on individual episodes on the website as well.
Yeah, so people have been doing that a lot lately. Yep. Older episodes are getting comments. Our buddy Jeff Kinsley.
That's right.
Just commented on our Peter episode.
Yep.
And he ranked the songs and he put it there. Now his ranking is there. Somebody else want to go and put their rankings. It's permanent. It's not like our social media posts, which move further down the line. And after a week, they don't really show up.
That's right.
That's the great place to go.
Yep. So if that's what we love about that website, is that if you're a new listener and you're just checking into some episodes, like Zeus said, if you're listening to episode 30, that's like long gone on our social media, but you go on our website, you can see it right there. You can comment. We have those spoiler buttons for when we do ranking episodes and stuff. So that's the best place to go. And of course, our email, shoutitoutloudcast@gmail.com. And as we mention every week, our social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. So you can send us messages, tag us, put pictures there. Please, we love all that stuff. We say this every week. The show is not just for you, it's about you. It's you guys are part of the family. So please check that out. And of course, special shout out to John Kozis for joining Patreon family, and to all of our patrons. We love you guys. You're the best. And again, by the time this episode drops, we will have had that Demon Tier video chat and the Jersey Ninja hockey jersey prize announcement. So fun stuff we're trying to do for all you guys out there. So check us out. But the website's the best place to go.
Yep. And I always tell people they can DM us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is closing in on 1,000, and that's what we're looking for. So if you can do that, we'd appreciate it. In addition to that, give us one of those 5-star child reviews. We got a couple recently that we saw from Spotify. Can't read them because they're just the stars, but we appreciate those. We can tell that you guys have been doing that. If you can, go to Apple iTunes, podcast, Facebook, Spotify, wherever you can leave a 5-star review, please do so, and we'd appreciate it. It's a big help to us. The other way you can help us is go to our merch store, our Amazon store, and purchase items there. That helps us out tremendously. So thank you guys all, and go to our website, shoutitoutloudcast.com, shoutitoutloudcast.com, and you can always email us at our email, shoutitoutloudcast@gmail.com, shoutitoutloudcast@gmail.com. Tom, you got any famous last words?
Of course. Take me to the jungle, honey. We're living in a human zoo. Get you turning tricks for money. I'd rather roll around with you.
It takes a... Sorry. Got a little carried away.
Get you turning tricks for money.
Feel my heat. taking you higher. Burn with me. Heavens on fire.
Nice.
Jericho, PJ, Kiss Army, Loudcasters, Tom, thank you.
Huge thanks to Chris and PJ for joining us. This was a blast. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, everybody out there, all you listeners, Loudcasters, Patreons. You guys are the best. Happy New Year to everybody. Zeus, my friend, as always, thank you.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
I'm going to the beach. You taking Sonny?